Since you know what you are here for. Yes, you have been hired by a kobold named Dr. Stampywoggle. Yes, you are a party of adventurers, and he wants you to help. He wants your help to come out to a small island because he's heard there's something magical or something, some treasure there, but it might be dangerous, so he wants help. And you already know each other. You've done something together before, so I think you should introduce yourself and tell you who you are.
My name is Leonard Theodore Brightborn. I am of the House of the Dawnbringers, and I wear the title Guardian of the Light. I am from an island where my father is the current ruler, and the island's name is called Light's Hope. I fight with my sword and my shield, and the light will guide me. I am Paladin.
I am basically hired by Leonard to be his companion, his protector while he goes on his journey. It was maybe not willing. Well, it was willing, just not expected, because I'm mostly a scholar, acolyte of the chapel in Light's Hope. But he had to pick someone of the chapel, and he decided to, well, maybe have a challenge for himself, and I picked the least suitable person there, which was me. But I give it a good shot, and even though I'm not trained to be a fighter, I will try to protect him any way I can, and of course my companions as well. Yeah, so before this I had a pretty unremarkable life, never went anywhere, and now I'm suddenly an adventurer.
Yes, and then you took an arrow to the knee. No,
No, that
else.
might be later. I'm now an adventurer, but maybe before retirement. But now I'm just a blue boy wearing armor, which he's just getting used to.
Yes, you are a.
Yes, I'm a boy.
Yes, well,
it's confusing.
Your race. What was the name of that?
A ganassi, a water ganassi, which means I'm blue. Might be slightly damp looking, and my hair is basically made of waves.
You're constantly wet.
I am constantly wet, dripping.
Yes.
Oh, thank you, Guitar. I was only making a little joke, but thank you for ramping that up. Jesus.
Okay.
Oof. That's a good start.
Yeah, well, no, we've got that bit out of the way.
I am Yorfa Cloudstrider, and I come from the Cloudlands. It's a shattered continent. It's eternally covered in cloud and fog and mist, made up of many, many small rocky islands. And at the heart of the lands is a temple, and the temple is a place of great pilgrimage. So my clan and other clans like mine are charged with keeping beacons lit on the islands and guiding airships through what is a treacherous passage. My father is a pilot of one of these airships, and my older brother will one day take over his duties. But I became a scrap diver, and my life has consisted mainly of exploring the lower reaches of the Cloudlands for wreckage of airships and ancient ruins. And I found some dwarfish runes that couldn't be explained to me, so I'm now adventuring around the world to try and find answers.
And you are a human? Or
yes, I'm a human.
Yes, and also, I should say,
high five the human. I'm not alone.
Leonard, you are on ASMR, aren't you?
I look human.
Yes, but you are actually on ASMR. Or was it ASMR?
ASMR.
Yes, ASMR. So we can talk about the brother Mumus.
Oh, we are the twin minotaurs, Jarius Kinraker and Garion Kinraker. We come from the island of Angrats, where there are only ferocious creatures there who will eat you guys alive. We survived the island to hunting down the weak, and now are looking for more power to eventually rule our island since we're not capable at that point. We're the only surviving minotaurs of our clan, and since our flawless teamwork and perception skills, we have managed to survive.
Me and Garion have very different fighting styles.
I thought you
Garion
were
likes.
Gary.
Sorry, me and Jarius. It's going to get very confusing very quickly. Have very different fighting styles. Jarius uses his strength from a distance, whereas I'm the more brutish one who doesn't think as much, goes in for the kill. Jarius has always been the one to get Garion out of trouble and like keep foes at bay. While Garion is the one who just decides that his horns and his claws, which are made up from his, a combination of different shrapnel. So one of the claws is a horn from his mother, one's a horn from his father, and the other two are from the beast that killed them.
And also, well, you've already read what I wrote about the world, but I can introduce it a bit anyway, now that we're starting. Yes, the world is called Shar, and it's a world, it's said to be the face of a goddess called Shar, and her face has been broken apart, has shattered, and now there's a bunch of floating islands going around, and below them is the Sea of Dreams, and that's a very glowy, strange thing that is down there, and it makes the nights a bit brighter because it lights up the sky always. And something about that I told some people about the physics, that there is pretty normal physics except for one thing, and that is that large things, if they are big enough, they do not fall into the Sea of Dreams. So the gravity of the Sea of Dreams does not affect things that are big enough. So floating islands do not fall down, and if it's a creature that is big enough, it does not fall down. It can fly. Or if there's a ship, an airship that is big enough, it doesn't need balloons to fly. Or a city or something, yes. It does need some propulsion if it's want to move around. But it's not gonna fall. I'm gonna I'm gonna be Dr. Stampy Woggle now. And this is the dude. He's a little kobold that you have met. He's got an airship too. There it is. It's the airship. And you are on this airship, and yes. So, hello guys, I'm Dr. Stampy Woggle, and we're going on an adventure. So, we're looking for buried treasure. We are. And I got tips from a wayfarer, a magic man. He sensed something down there, like something shiny, something nice on that little weeny island. But he also said there was some kind of no dangery to monster down there, and he did not want to go there himself. So what do we do? Yes, we go in there. You know, yes, I've hired you for that. You guys can fight. You strong guys.
Laura, have we met Dr. Stampy Woggle?
Yes.
Have we met him before? Has he hired us before?
And no, this is the first time you've gone out together on this airship.
I think Garion looks at Jersey and just whispers, "I hope he knows what he's on about. I'd like to pit my wits and strength against whatever big monsters down there. I don't really give a shit about the treasure, but I'm up for a big scrap."
We might get some power.
I just hope the monster's not too big.
I hope the treasure's interesting. Might be some interesting lore, some history.
When's he going to tell us how much we're getting paid for this?
I guess now.
Well, we can discuss that. Yes. Well, you look strong. I mean, those big, you two back there, you are really massive. Oh my god.
At that, you just see Garion like flex his biceps, going, "I know."
Yes, well, you just keep me safe, okay? When we go there, you go first. I go after, okay? Well, we can discuss what I'm paying you. Well, I would pay you when we're done. You want gold? Yes. Well, if there's no shinies, if there's no treasure, I mean, if we don't find anything or not anything dangerous at all, I guess I'd give you 100 gold. It's a nice price for no work if there's nothing there. But I mean, if there's dangerous monsters you have to fight, I'd give you more because you would save my life probably. Uh, but if we find shiny things, like if we find something really nice, we'd split that equally. We're all here together fairly, yes. If if there's magic things, I do want to know what it does first. I know magics. I can tell if things are magic. But otherwise, we split what we find. Okay, we can talk about that when we're done. But it just depends on what we find. Okay.
First dibs on the biggest weapon.
Well, it sounds like a fair deal.
Yeah, it sounds fair enough to me.
Yes. Okay then. Well,
Do you know by any chance what we might find? You mentioned old things.
Well, I mentioned shiny things. I talked to a magic man. He went by the island and he used some spell to detect. He was looking for interesting things on small islands and he detected something magical down there. But said he also saw some things moving around. Didn't look very friendly, so he left that alone. But he gave that information to me. Well, he's a friend of mine. What was his name? Yes, of course I know his name. He's my friend. I just have to look that up. Oh yeah, he's a yes, he's a Mr. Bart Snoggle. Yes, Bart Snoggle Briarbranch is his name. He's a
How
pretty nice guy.
I think Garion says to the group, "How long do you think we'll be on this until we get towards this shiny?"
to be honest, I have no clue where this island is.
He pointed down there, didn't he?
He also said it was very small, so I don't think we'll be able to see it from.
Well, if we can get going. We can get there pretty soon. It's not far away. If you guys are ready, we'll go there. What do you think?
Will there be chains?
Chains?
Yes,
You need
chains.
any equipment that you need, I can give to you. I got shovels, I got torches, pickaxes, whatever. If we need anything, I could give that to you.
I don't need that. I just need chains.
Okay, sure. Maybe I
You've
got
got
something
your
like
you've
that.
got your horns, brother. You'll never be without a weapon.
Yes, you are quite something, both of you. Okay, well, I think we should get going then. So look. This is the island. It looks pretty strange. What do you think, guys? Well, I don't know. I'm not an adventurer. I can put the ship wherever you wanna go. If you wanna land or maybe fly around, take a look at things. I don't know. What do you think? Well, wait. Who's
I
the leader of your party? Who
We
would
should
I?
we should check for wildlife first. See
we
if
should
there
definitely check around. I
Okay. Do
agree.
you want me to fly in closer, or should
yes.
we look from here?
Circle
I do not.
circle the island so we can have a look at what's
Okay.
around. See what the wildlife's like.
Sounds like
Okay.
a good plan. I don't like the color of this island. It's too
Do you
too
do you
purple.
have do you have any scope on this ship?
Yes, I do have I got my own spyglass. Would you like to borrow that?
If I could.
Yes, be careful, big guy. Okay, this is expensive. Okay, just don't.
Well, I know how to use
Okay, that's good. So then Stampy Woggle gives Jarius his spyglass then, and then he goes and starts driving the ship around the circles around the island, and I guess Jarius would be one doing a perception check, and somebody else could help somebody who's good at that.
Do you happen to know if this island has a name?
I do not know that myself, no. I don't think it's on the map, really. Well, islands, they move around a lot. The small ones, they move more. So, Ascendus has a perception check. Did anyone else want to take a look too?
Can I, maybe not a perception, but we can see these giant mushrooms from here, right?
Yes. Well, in that case,
Can
it's
I?
the perception. It's just gonna be Jarius then. What did you want to do?
I'll do perception as well.
Okay.
I'd like to know more about these plant life. Do I know anything about things like this?
Okay. Yes. I'll deal with the perception first. I guess since Jarius borrowed my spyglass, you would get advantage too, but it doesn't matter. He gets a 14, and Garion gets a 19. So let's see. Yeah. Well, you see a bunch of stuff down there, like the mushrooms, more mushrooms, and even more mushrooms. And there's a bunch of moss, like purple vegetation. And when you're flying around, yeah, you also see some small, really smaller mushrooms, especially carrion. They are smaller and a bit white and kind of hidden in the vegetation. You see some of them.
Do you guys see something moving?
No, you
We should
don't
hurry up.
don't see you don't see anything moving. The minotaurs, they see a bunch of plant life. That's about it. So Senu, how did I pronounce that?
Anyway,
Senue. Yes, you
just do
asked
every
about
letter individually.
Senue. Yes, you can do a nature check. See if you know anything about these mushrooms. Was that the
Right.
big ones or the small ones? The minotaurs probably pointed out they saw some tiny mushrooms too.
I think both of them, and as I look at them, I want to compare them to like a book I have. Probably carry like a whole stack of books, mostly about medicine, but maybe some that has mushrooms in.
Can I
Okay.
do a nature check as well? Because I come from a cold, a dark, damp place, and we have a lot of mushrooms and fungi.
Yes, you can. So, Katami, Senui, you got a book about nature stuff and mushroom. You can
Well,
have.
it's mostly medicine, probably like medicinal things. So there might be a picture of a medicinal mushroom, but
Okay.
maybe not.
Well, you
Sounds
got.
like a good combination. You know something about medicine, herbs, and Jorfor. Maybe you know something about dangerous herbs. That would be a good combination. And we know stuff which we should not eat.
Oh yeah, we know a lot about. We scavenge a lot around where I come from. It's hard to find food, and the fungi and plants make a lot of sustenance.
Yes, well, you're for make a nature check, you too, when you're looking around.
Yep.
And you get a 10. Yes. So, neither of you know what those little small mushrooms are. Well, the big ones are just, they're not very remarkable. They're just called purple parasols. They grow pretty big, and well, they grow on some islands like this one. And the moss is just purple. Purple moss doesn't seem that interesting to you.
I'll probably draw a picture of something in a notebook that I know what they look like.
Yes. Okay, guys. Well, we've gone around the island. So, where do you want to land? What are we doing? What do you think?
Maybe we could, if we land, we can track the floor from some animal droppings or something else.
Do you have a way to stay flying while we're going down on the island?
Well, we
Some
can.
kind of rope ladder?
Yes, we can dock on the side, and I could throw down a what's a landing?
A
What's it
gangplank?
called? A plank? Yes, we could just get over there. Well, we should tie
Nice, you're ticking.
tie the ship. I mean, to a giant mushroom or giant rock or whatever. Or
I
we
would
could
prefer
just...
rock. I don't think mushrooms are very firmly anchored to the bottom.
Okay. So, well, guys, which part do you wanna go to? Which side of the island? Where are we going? You can show me. I can go there.
Here on this side would be fine, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah, you can
So
see the peaks.
we will just fly it up here then, and everybody, you can step off the ship, and Stampy Woggle will tie the ship to some rock outcropping, and then okay, we will get ready. Take everything with you and everything you need. Do you need any more equipment than what you already have? I got a bunch of stuff. You want something
Do,
more?
by any chance, you have some healing potions with you?
Well, I mean those are expensive. I
And
got
Leonard, you know I can take care of you.
Yes, but we're with so many now.
Well, I'm sure they're capable enough. We've
We
seen
have
their.
learned to take up our own.
I mean
Yeah, we've seen them in action before.
I have some. Well, I got one, but I mean that's mine. I have to take care of myself. If something
Well,
bad happens,
yeah, that's good to know. That at least there is one. If something goes terribly wrong, and you might go down, we know how to help you.
yes. Or would you like to try to persuade him or something to give it to you?
No, he
Okay.
needs it.
Okay.
He probably needs it more than us.
That sounds very wise, Leonard.
So
He's
okay.
so small and squishy.
Yes. I'm gonna
So
check the rope to see if it's tied up good enough.
yeah, sure. Investigation on the rope.
Investigation, because I'm really good at this.
Amazing.
Looks
Okay,
like a
that
good knot.
looks fine. Yeah, that's
Can
perfect.
Can I roll insight to find out whether or not the professor would flee at the first sign of danger?
Yes. Well, the professor looks like a kobold. He's got glasses, looks smart. Maybe probably if there was a big danger, he would probably run away because he'd get killed.
I mean, I would run away if there's danger.
Yeah.
As long as you don't run
Well,
off while we are still on the island.
as long as Leonard is safe.
So everybody have what they need then, and everybody gets off the boat, and then the the doctor puts his big yellow tank on his back. Well, it's not that big, and he's got the steel welding gun, and he turns it on, big bright flame, and he adjusts it, and it makes flame even bigger, more violent, and he says, "Time to go, treasure hunt, let's go."
You're actually joining us.
Yes, I will come with you. I mean, I'll stay in the back. You'll go
Ah,
first. Just keep
right.
me safe. I got this. I can burn things. If they get too close, I'm sure they wouldn't like fire in their face. Most people do not.
I want to ask
Definitely
the
not.
professor if he thinks he's going to be finding something that's locked that he might have to open with that welding gun.
Well, I am a doctor. I got a doctorate in engineering. I have a theoretical doctorate in physics. That's a joke. Fun. Oh, what? Open locks? Maybe. I mean, if there's treasure, if somebody's hidden something treasure here, maybe it would be like in a locked box. I'm not sure.
Did you lock the steering wheel or however this ship flies in
Yes,
case
of
someone
course.
sneaks behind us? Okay,
Well, I
just to be
locked the
sure.
door. I tied it down. Uh, I think it's fine that there's no one else here. Well, if you're worried, do you want me to stay behind? I could look after the ship.
No, it's fine. We'll be fine.
Okay, okay then. So, what
All
do
right,
you guys do?
let's move out.
I would like to just check the environment a bit. Maybe look a bit at these white mushrooms. Are they
Okay.
about the same size as they are depicted? Like
No, they are smaller.
tiny?
They're maybe like a fist-sized. Some are pretty hidden in the purple moss.
Alright. I want to examine them closer, but I do not want to touch them.
Okay, so you move up to that one maybe?
Yeah.
Okay, and you investigate it or nature on it, or what do you do? Perception?
Yeah, I think something nature related because I have the book. I'm not very good at it, but I'm good at looking in books. So
Yes,
let's do
well, roll nature. See if you find something out about this. So you got a 16. Well, this mushroom looks like something you've seen before. I mean, you don't know exactly what it is, but kind of the shape and how it is. It looks like if you would touch it, if you would step on it, it probably gonna poof, like
Mhm.
release something, spores, cloud of whatever, and that does worry you.
Yes, it does. And I will immediately stand up and say, guys, stay back. These mushrooms, they might release some spores. Those are probably not good for you.
Right.
Yes.
Shall we see what they do?
I don't think that is wise. We should just avoid them.
Can you step back?
I could. Are you sure this is wise, Leonard?
I'm going to pick up a rock, throw the rock to the white mushroom.
Okay, make.
If throwing needs to be done, I'm your person.
Then I'll hand over the rock.
I don't need your puny rock.
Well, you don't want to waste a javelin on one of these puny mushrooms, do you?
Well, I can pick up my javelin again.
But not if it's in a poison cloud.
Ah,
He speaks sense, brother.
Here, throw this. I'm gonna hand Jarius my grappling hook.
Ah,
Okay, Jarius is throwing your grappling hook at the mushroom. We'll make an attack. It's an improvised weapon, so it's not proficient or anything in it, I would guess. Just roll a d20. I guess add strength modifier, because that's for throwing too. Okay, well,
it's throwing pretty shitty.
you miss.
It's kind of a small target.
Yes.
kind
I'm
of.
sure you just unused this weapon, this tool.
What is this tool? I do not understand this.
So you've thrown away his grappling hook.
It's attached to a rope, so I can just reel it back in.
Well, you can keep trying. You just
I would
feel a
like
bit
to just-
embarrassed.
I would like to hit it with my chain since I can hold it.
Okay, I'll make
You'll
an.
need to move 5 foot closer, mate.
It has a reach of 5.
A 10. There's a reach of 10.
Oh, okay. Yes, you can do that. You can move in and make an attack with your chain then. Oh, that's really high. Yeah, you smack the mushroom, and mushroom, it goes poof, and there's a cloud of whatever that floats out of it, and then it slowly settles to the ground. Mushroom's
How
gone.
how big is the cloud?
Well, it's not very big. You would have to stand pretty much on top of the mushroom to get hit by
Yeah,
it.
okay. I
No,
was
it's gone.
curious if it would be bigger than that.
Yes.
That's good to know.
Actually,
If someone would step on it, then your allies would not be hit. Right.
well, that went poof. Whatever that was, that could be dangerous, I guess. Watch out. Just be careful.
Well, I
Yes.
think the answer here is if all else fails, chain is the answer.
Use a whip.
Be fine going forward as long as nobody stands on any of those mushrooms.
Let's keep
I'm
an eye
looking-
out. Move
I'm
slowly.
looking at you, cows.
I would like to see that brush. That looks different from those mushrooms.
Despite our size, human, we're actually pretty nimble feet. We've survived so long if that wasn't the case.
I'm pretty sure we're all very capable.
I'm not that capable, really. I'm just gonna stay behind.
Well, You're a doctor, aren't you? So I'm
everyone's-
sure you're capable in some way.
Yeah, I can build things.
Fly an airship.
That too.
It's not for everyone.
So, is there any clues to what this treasure might look like?
Well, I don't know. It's just he sensed something. Well, he said it would be underground or maybe buried. Maybe there's some caves. I don't know.
And he
It's not.
sensed magic?
Yes, it did sense magic.
Because if that is the case, it might be worth it to do a little ritual to detect magic.
Oh yes, if you want to do that, sure.
But I would have to say, it has a limited range, and the ability is blocked by thick stone
Yeah, but you
Oh,
can still
and dirt.
see through a few foot, right?
Well, if it's solid stone, about 1 foot. If it's dirt, maybe 3.
well,
Okay.
So a buried thing would be still hidden.
well, you could always try. I mean, it's a ritual. It takes 10 minutes. I would guess. Yes,
Correct?
I do know magic myself. I know some
Yeah.
rituals.
Then, if that is alright, I'll try to find a place where there's no mushrooms, and I'll take 10 minutes while the rest of you keep poking around.
Yes, we'll keep poking. We'll poke around a bit.
Yeah. I
Okay.
move away from the edge just a little bit because scary, and I'll start my ritual of detect
I'd-
magic.
I'd like to look at the bush, see if it's just a bush.
Yes, you can. Are you looking at it, or are you like looking inside? Or are you just watching it or poking in
Because
it?
of Garion's careful nature, he'll get up to it, but remain just enough away that he's not actually touching it, and merely
Okay.
just see if there's any sign of life inside it.
Yeah, roll perception. That's very nice. So you look at the bush and you see like there might have been something in there at some point. Looks like there's some broken stuff. Also on the ground inside there's something weird, like something slimy, kind of translucent slime. Doesn't look very nice.
I call over to Zenue and say, "You're pretty good with that nature stuff, aren't you?"
Currently concentrating over a book, making arcane gestures.
Oh, yeah, he looks over and just goes, "Okay, that's a bit useless."
I know a little bit about nature. I could take
What's
a look.
your character's name again, Pencil?
Joffa.
Joffa. There's some signs of life had been here, but I'm not very good at what any of the trails mean. I just know how to track. You want having a look?
Let me just have
Cover
a look
your
at
back.
this bush. Let me just look at this bush first to see if it's any poisonous or if we can crawl in there and have a look.
Okay, well you can make a perception to that if you just want to look at it. Well, looks fine.
I would
I'm gonna-
suggest to walk around it first to see if there's a trail moving away. If there's still something in it, yes or no.
Okay, do you want
Not
to do
bad,
that?
I'll do that. Yeah.
Okay.
Gary
So,
will do that.
Garion, you want to look for tracks?
Just all the way around it, so I'll just like
Okay, well
Around
that's
some-
survival.
which I'm proficient in. Woo.
Yeah. You see more of that slime kind of moving up south. Which way is that? Southwest of where you are.
Whilst Garion is looking around for tracks, my reckless nature has drawn me to investigate the broken objects that are lying inside the bush.
Broken objects. Oh, okay. Like the branches and stuff. Well, you can investigate. Yes, it looks like broken branches. Something has been in that bush. Something alive and probably slimy. And it's left. It's not there anymore.
I tell the group. Well, I ask Jawful if he found anything of interest.
There's definitely been something here. It's pretty slimy. Is there any more of that slime around?
There's tracks leaving. Did you say the southeast?
Southwest. So wait, I'm trying to ping. That would be that direction. Southwest, right?
Oh, that'd be northwest.
No, north. I don't know anything. Okay, northwest. I forgot.
There's tracks leading to northwest.
So, wait a few minutes for the Nue to finish up the ritual, and then we can see if we can track those tracks.
Okay. Also, I'm gonna roll something.
Meantime, can I poke one of the bigger mushroom trees with my sword?
Yeah, which one? Where are you going?
The smaller
you
one
are.
on the top right
Yeah,
of me.
you poke it, and feels like a mushroom. Kind of, the sword sticks into it a bit. It's pretty soft. Well, it's not that soft. Actually, it does need to be pretty strong to hold a giant cap, I guess.
Garion just turns to Joffre and says, "Oh, wait, is there any chance you can use that grapple you used before to get up high and have a bit of a look around? Like to
mean
know if
climb?
we're facing it.
I'd
Yeah.
love to.
Mushroom seems like a good thing to climb.
So, how long is the rope I have?
Wow.
Hemp ropes usually 30 foot.
50.
I thought 50.
50, sorry.
Okay.
It's very
So-
long.
I would like to use my crossbow to fire my grappling hook to the top of that mushroom and
Okay,
see if it sticks in.
I'll make an attack with your crossbow. Well, that's bunch. That's a bunch. Yes, you hit the mushroom and it sticks in because the cap is pretty soft too. Yes, and you got a rope going up to the mushroom.
So then I climb up.
Yes, and that's really easy for you. You're so good at climbing. You just get up real fast. And now you're on top of the mushroom. You can see a lot around.
So I
See a
call
bunch.
down to Garion. Which way am I supposed to be looking?
To the north. There's a sweep from the north, from the west to the east. Keep your eyes north.
Yeah.
I wish I'd brought that kobold's telescope with me.
Oh yeah, actually, did you give that back to the kobold after you used it?
No, I did not.
Okay, well then I was suddenly think about excuse me, cow
Without thinking,
minotaur, you
without, without thinking, Jarius already throws the telescope to Joffre and says, "Catch."
okay, that's
30
pretty
30 feet
far. Okay, make an attack. Just add your strength again then, which is 3, I think. Yes, 15. Well, that's not too bad, but this is really not easy. It's really far. Well, you kind of throw it and kind of hits the stem of the mushroom and it falls down.
Can I roll acrobatics to try and leap off and swing on my rope and save it?
Yes, of course you can. Just roll acrobatics.
Guys, what are you doing?
Well, you leap off and you're good at acrobatics and rope stuff, but you miss it. You just swing there and look a bit embarrassed. And the
I did
kobold
say catch.
the kobold comes running. Oh, what are you doing? That's expensive. Don't do that. What are you doing? And he picks it up from the ground and then he just runs back. You're never gonna get my stuff. Don't touch my things. You are. Oh, what is this? And he's going back to the ritual where he thinks it's more safe.
Well,
It's just stuff, Kobold. No worries.
I'll
This is
climb back up to
expensive.
the top.
I'm sorry, Doctor. They should have given it back to you before.
Yes, they really should. Those brutes. Okay. So, Penstrol, you're probably gonna make your perception check up to the north then.
Yep, my terrible, terrible perception.
Agreed.
I come from a very foggy place. We're not used to looking in the distance.
There's no
Yeah.
I
mist here.
think
What
40
is this
feet is
stuff?
very far.
Yeah,
What is this stuff?
you're just looking around, but you're still thinking about that just swinging around. You looked so silly, and you just feel really embarrassed. You don't
I
really.
looked extremely cool in the attempt.
Yeah, you don't really see anything interesting. It's just a bunch of purple bullshit up there.
I don't see anything, cows. I'm gonna climb down now.
Excuse me? You just call me a cow?
Moo.
If you want me to be a cow, I've got something you can milk, mate.
Chill out, boys. We're all in this together.
I know, but it's just he just turns to Josh and goes, We're not fucking cows. I don't know why people call us cows. We're on two legs, for God's sake.
So, okay, something happens. Let's see.
How's the ritual going before something happens?
Oh yeah, I think it's probably been 10 minutes. I'd say
Alright.
it has then. Yeah, you complete your ritual before something happens.
Do you know what gets me, Jerry? It's the fact these people say things without understanding how much it hurts our feelings. They see us as big brutes, and they just don't understand us.
And they call us cold-hearted.
I know.
Jeez.
Right. Zeno stands up, brushes off his pants. Do I sense any magic around?
Yeah, what was the range of that? You listed that. That was like
30 feet. But
yes,
it's blocked by barriers.
and 30
if I
feet
sense
is
magic,
like
I learn it's magic. If it's the school of magic,
yeah. You don't sense anything magical around. You don't see any glowing stuff.
Does our doctor Stampy Woggle thingy? Does the doctor has something with him?
Well,
If he has magical items, for example, that flamethrower.
now that welding gun is not magical, I guess he does have a potion. Is that considered magical? It's just an alchemy thing. Well, I guess the potion glows a bit.
I
He
guess.
doesn't have any other magical items.
All right. So I say, well, my ritual's up and running. You've got 10 minutes, so I guess let's get going.
All right.
Yeah.
Joffer, you didn't see anything interesting?
No, but we'll follow the tracks that the Minotaur found. Let's
Oh,
see if we
tracks.
find anything
Good.
that way.
Yeah. Well,
Robot again.
something does happen
Yeah.
about just about now, and suddenly from this bush up here, you see something emerging from the bush. It's like some kind of a snail creature, and it's got big eye stalks and long tentacles, and it starts moving really slowly, and it just goes and it just waves its tentacles, moving down there really, really slowly. So
Let's stay on our distance.
What about light is that?
That is a creature that needs to be slain.
No. Wait. Maybe it's friendly.
It's probably not friendly. Come on,
Maybe it's
anyway.
rare.
Not everything here is friendly.
Well,
It's not exactly. It's not exactly a challenge, Jarius. Look how slowly it moves. We could walk faster than it.
it slowly moves a bit fast, moves a bit further.
So let's see what our party brings to the table and just watch what happens with this one then.
Let's keep our distance and see if it is acting up aggressive.
Slowly moves. It's reaching its tentacle, and it's looking at Leonard, waving its tentacle towards Leonard, and slowly moves.
I'm slowly waving back.
I'd like to ready an action that if it seems to be making any threatening moves towards me, I'd like to
Smack it.
Smack it
Okay.
very hard.
Okay.
Please, carry on. Don't provoke it. Just observe in its natural habitat.
I would like also to prepare for a javelin throw if he makes any certain move.
I'm not attacking it. It was just I don't know what it's doing.
As it
Well,
heads
it's
towards Leonard, I'm going to head around the bush to get behind it.
okay.
Maybe it's looking for food. It's coming awfully close.
I cannot hear anything what it says, but I'm throwing it a tiny bit of food.
Okay, what are you throwing?
What do I have in my
Oh,
backpack as an
You'll
Rations.
have 10 rations. 10
Yes,
days worth of rations.
Okay,
I'll
what
throw
are they made
some
of?
of
Do you
it.
think?
Probably some dried meat,
Okay,
bread, and a bit of cheese. But I'm throwing a tiny bit of bread.
Well,
okay.
that's a waste.
So you throw that, and the creature looks down at it, and it goes, and it grabs it with its tentacle arm and shoves it in his face, but he still keeps moving very slowly towards you, Leonard.
I'm trying to keep my distance.
Great, Leonard. Now he wants more food.
Put up my shield and my sword, and I say, "Keep your distance, beast.
Uh,
Do not come closer."
Leonard, please, you just fed it. No wonder it follows you. Let's just keep going and ignore it. It's really slow.
So you're still moving away from it.
I'm
You
trying
are
to move away from it.
you are fast enough that if you keep
How
moving
fast
away, then
exactly is this? Is it like 5 feet around, or?
yes, that's
Yeah.
what it does.
I'm jogging around, like going
Yeah.
like this to move around it back to the
Yeah,
group.
you're certainly fast enough to do that. So you just want to keep getting away from it and never letting it reach you. Then
Yes.
okay, then. So you keep going for a while. It just keeps following you. It's leaving strange trail of slime on the ground and just going and waving its tentacle towards you. And you
Does
keep
it look
going.
aggressive? Does it look aggressive?
I guess
Looks
make
hungry.
insight check. Insight on the snail.
Sure. It's a fucking snail. Guys, I don't like this.
Just see what happens when it gets close to you, because it's eating. Which makes me think it's not that aggressive.
Well,
Maybe?
you kept away
but
from it
maybe-
for
Poisonous.
so long, it just gives up and moves towards Senju instead. And you're standing
Ah,
pretty close. And it
no.
goes. And I guess you try to keep away too. Then.
Can I move right up to it and try and grapple it?
Sure.
So not officially an attack. I'm not doing any damage, but I do want to like restrain it.
Yes.
Like put a hand on its face.
You're going to grapple a fucking snail?
Yeah.
Sure.
Yes, you can. You can do that. So go up and grappling would be like in strength or
Oh,
whatever.
actually, no. I don't want to grapple it. What I'd like to do is I'd like to chuck my net on it.
You have a
Ooh,
net.
oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can I
Sure.
do that?
Yes. Roll whatever you need to do for that. I don't know rules for
Okay.
nets.
Was I too close for the snail,
11.
or can I just avoid it? Like step back.
Yeah, you're fast enough to
Alright.
avoid it. So yes, you hit the snail with your net. Okay, so he can't move and he's stuck now, and he looks really sad.
It looks sad. Now look what you did. Now it looks sad and hungry.
Now you can study it all you want.
Oh, yeah, that's a good point. Although it's not really a natural habitat anymore. It's in a net.
We can see what happens when it gets distressed or something like that.
So
Yes,
it
it gets
can
distressed when it's distressed.
Let's
it can
both
make
listen.
it does make a strength check to see if it can break out of the net, and that's a
Oh, wow.
DC 10. So it does tear the net away and just looks at
Is
Garion
it just
and
ooze sort
just
of underneath?
and it
So,
starts moving
Because it was a
this
strength
way.
check, it's technically still the net's still fine.
You
Yeah.
It's not done
It's
5 slashing damage.
that is fine. He just got out of it, and he does look really sad now, and is moving away this way slowly, very slowly.
Does it still make noise?
No, it's not making any noise. It's not waving its tentacle or anything. It's not looking at anybody. It's just leaving now.
All right.
I think we should follow it.
Yep. Curious to where it goes.
Well, I think it would go back to the bush. I just scared it. Poor thing.
Hey, Doc, try and keep up, will you?
Oh yes, I'm sorry. I was just looking. I was okay. I was really scared. That thing looks strange. Yeah, so
It
it
does.
crawls into the bush and it stays there.
Have you seen anything like this before?
Are you asking me?
I'm asking the doc.
No, not real. Well, actually, yeah, he'll make a nature check.
Plus 20 and everything. Yeah.
Okay.
He's our doctor.
Well, it's it's a snail, I guess, and I don't know exactly what it is. Haven't seen one, but it doesn't look dangerous to me. At first, I was pretty scared. I thought there was dangerous things here, so I did stay back. But looking closer, he doesn't attack anyone. I don't know what it was up to, but I don't think it's dangerous to us.
Let's keep an eye out. Follows us, then we'll know it still wants something from us.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe we should keep traveling. I only got a limited duration for my detect magic. Otherwise,
Yeah.
we'll have to stop again.
Did you see anything in the bush that we walked past, or in the next one?
Don't think so. Did I?
In the first bush, you saw that the snail had probably been there too, and in
Well,
the
like a
next,
magic aura.
Magical.
no, you haven't seen
Detect magic.
you haven't seen anything magical yet.
Nothing. So, I'll try to keep.
Beast is also not a magical beast. It's anywhere.
No,
Well, it doesn't have a magical aura.
No, the beast does not glow any magic. So are you looking around for more things around?
Well, if something is magic, it would be pretty obvious. So I would
Well,
vote for just keeping moving.
make a perception.
Perceptive.
Don't see anything interesting right now, or nothing magical. Nothing's going on really.
Right. Let's see if we can find this cave or something else that was going around. Check the center and then the east of this area, and then slowly make our way through this entire island.
Sounds like a good plan.
Yeah, let's go, guys. We will find something, I'm sure. I trust Dr. Bartsnoggle. He's my friend.
I will keep moving together with everyone else. So I'll stay in the middle of the pack.
Okay.
Go.
Well,
Slowly.
suddenly something else happens. So stop moving. Stop moving. That's Garion. No,
Mm-hmm.
that's the other guy, Jarius. You step on something, and it's one of the mushrooms, the little white ones. You didn't see that one. You step on it, and it goes poof, and suddenly there's a spores around you, and you make a Constitution save. That's so much.
Wow.
Okay.
Oof.
What was that fart?
Sorry, brother. It's just
You
you know what I've eaten and I've been on an airship. It's not exactly. Look, let's just move on.
yes, Garion's terrible fart gives you one poison damage.
Oh, can I have picked up my net again?
Yes, I'm sure you
Cool.
picked it up again.
I would like to
Rage.
try to not being hit by farts anymore. So I would like to swing my chain in front of me and see if I hit any unseen mushroom.
Okay, make a very violent investigation check.
I have shit investigation.
Okay. You don't find anything in front of you. You swing your chain around. It just hits some moss and stuff, some rocks.
At least we know There are no more mushrooms around us.
Pretty sure there are mushrooms everywhere.
It didn't seem to do too much damage to the cow, so maybe we should let them go head first.
I think he asked not to be called a cow. Be rude to disrespect his wishes.
Next
can-
time, my horns will be in your butt. If
You
you
can
make
indeed
another
let
cow
the
joke.
Minotaurs go
I'm
first.
not sure quite that much is necessary.
Okay, so do we just keep going then?
Yes, we can switch around for the guys in front.
Yeah. Lauren, you'll tell me when the ritual is gone, right? It's 10 minutes.
Sure.
I'll keep looking around to see if I see any suspicious aura that indicates something magical.
Okay. You
It
can.
would be like this range.
Yeah. You can make another perception check. Yeah. You don't see anything magical. You do see that there is another of those goddamn mushrooms up there.
Ah.
And also, you see something else. You see there's something different right there next to the mushroom up there. There's some stone that looks different in somehow. Doesn't seem like it fits in entirely with the landscape. It looks suspicious.
Guys, I think I see something over there. Not sure what it is. There might be mushrooms though, so watch out where you step.
So Garion moves up to it and investigates it.
Yes, make an investigation on the rock.
It's a rock.
I will check this rock if it is actually what age it comes from, how it's formed, and what island it might originate from. Can I do
Yes.
a history check? I want to know where this rock has been.
No, you can't do history on a rock. You can do nature though.
Oh,
I've told
I
you,
can't hit you.
it's a rock. Sir,
That's a very nice rock, brother.
yeah, it's a rock.
Yeah, you do look at the rock and it's kind of flat and it looks like there are tool marks on it. It doesn't look naturally formed, like it's been formed to like a flat. Probably could be like a hatch or if there was maybe something under it.
Can I look at the tool marks to see if I recognize them as runes?
Runes, yeah, sure. Investigation.
I can at least say that this is a rock, but it's a rock shaped by people.
You
So
don't
we
see
might have
any.
found something there.
You don't see any runes or anything. Tool marks looks like tool marks. It's just a bit jagged. Somebody's been cutting this rock into a specific shape.
So, is someone feeling strong enough to move the rock?
Oh, why would we just look? It's a rock. If you want me to move the rock, that's fine, but it is just a rock. Look, let me show you.
Move it over.
So can I make a strength
Move it
check?
over.
Yes, you try
Oi.
to.
Less of those cow jokes.
You grab it. Yes, you grab it and you make a strength check, and that's huge.
Ow.
You just pick it up, you throw it away.
See, it's
And-
just a rock.
Oh.
It's a rock made of rock. It's a rock.
Watch out for our heads, man.
Yeah, you throw it away, and under the rock, you find something. Looks like it's a passage. It's not very big. It's pretty small. I mean, the big guys, if you wanna get through it, you might have to squeeze. Well, it
shit,
looks-
it wasn't just a rock.
Well,
Well,
you were right, it was a rock. It's just that it was an interesting rock with a hole underneath. This
Yeah,
looks
how
promising.
was I meant to know there was a hole underneath it? It was a rock, right? It was just a
Yeah,
rock.
yeah.
It's not your fault, brother.
I know a nice trick for this. It looks kind of dark in there.
I cast light.
Ah, fuck you.
Oh well, this is great, guys. There's something, a tunnel or something. Well, the thing, the guy, I mean the magic guy, my friend, he said that it was underground somewhere. So this does look promising. So you cast light down the hole, or light is cast on something. So you cast it on something you're holding, maybe.
I think on something like the side of the hole,
Oh, okay. And then
like
you
the edge.
you look
So
down.
it's I look down, and the light, I think it reaches like 30 feet.
Okay, perception down the hole.
Alright, I'm not looking at all, I'm just casting.
Oh, you're not looking down. Okay.
Can I check the bush right next to us?
Yes.
Is there
You wanna?
something
You
hiding? Or
wanna? Okay. You wanna just look or investigate in the bush?
I wanna look around if there's something hiding or in the bush
Yes.
or
Perception.
trees.
You look in the bush. Looks like a nice bush. Maybe you need to trim it a bit. Otherwise, it's fine.
As long as we don't get a snail in our backs, then, or something else. All right. Who wants to go
Into-
first?
Yeah.
I
As
turn
you-
to Jarius and go, rock, paper, scissors.
Rock, paper, scissors.
Just a silly thing. What's the difference between paper and scissors with your two-fingered
so-
fist?
Okay, rock, paper, scissors. Rock,
Rock, paper, scissors.
I can see you are
Rock,
twins.
paper, scissors.
Yeah, so the twins keep throwing the same.
Oh God! I can see you are twins.
Amazing.
Stop doing the same.
Hey! Oh, I lost.
Ah,
Fine,
Well,
you go first then.
While you were doing that, before you go in, and also, yes, Leonard, you were looking around. You do notice that that snail started moving a bit. Not as fast as before, even slower. It's just moving a little bit, tiny bit, just looking at you, and then stops moving. So, yeah, one of you wanted to go in.
I won. I'm first.
How deep
Okay.
is the hole?
wait,
Did
take
anybody actually
this.
look?
And I just tap him on the shoulder. I'm sure you've got some armor or something there, like a bit of leather. And I cast light on that.
Okay, so now he is glowing. So you're going down then?
I guess we're all following.
Mhm.
Just want
Yes.
to keep an eye behind us.
I wish to go before Leonard.
Can
So you
move
have
aside
light
so we
on
can-
you, and because you got light on you, you can see this room. I'm gonna try to reveal the map. Did that work?
Yes.
Yeah.
You
So
can
anyway,
see that
can
room.
you have a word with your friend there? He's making a lot of inappropriate comments, and I just do not appreciate them. Well, we're all trying to work together, and we're all meant to be friends here, and he just keeps coming with these cow jokes.
I'm sorry. Sorry. Try
So,
to keep him in.
He was only trying to lighten the mood.
I'm sure you all know that if people say that it's not wanted, you should respect their wishes. Right, Leonard?
Yes, of course. That's
Joffer?
why you're the smartest.
Okay.
so Jarius, you're pretty big, so you had to really squeeze through the opening, and inside the cave, it would have been completely dark, but you're really glowing now, so you're lighting up everything inside. And what you see, there's a bunch of moss. There's more of the vegetation in here. Seems like it doesn't need any light to grow. It's pretty similar to the surface, but you do see paths, like something has walked through here a lot. So there is definitely should be something living down here. You don't know if it's here right now, but it has been at some point anyway. So, does everybody else follow him down?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So you can move around if you want, and you are staying just. Oh, you stayed above and waited to see what the snail was doing.
No, I was just waiting for the rest to go in the hole, and after the last one, then I went in the hole.
Okay. Well, as people start going down, you do see that the snail slowly, very slowly, is moving closer towards you, but he just stops and starts moving and stops. Yeah, he doesn't move as you turn to look at him.
Then I do the sign that I pointed my eyes and I pointed at him, and like I'm watching you, and then I move in the hole.
Okay, make an intimidation check on the snail. Okay, that snail looks a bit worried.
And then I move in the hole,
Okay.
and I say, "Light, grant me strength." And I put the light cantrip on my weapon.
Okay.
Because I also want to see stuff.
Yeah, so it's bright down here. There's 2 people with light on them. So what do you want to do?
Keep moving forward.
Well, if I might make a suggestion, we're now in a very dark cave, and although we have some light, it might be difficult to find our way back. Does anyone have a way to mark our path?
Is that a
Alright.
Minotaur joke?
I don't think so. I was not aware.
Of course.
I got it.
Yeah, thank you.
You
The story of Theseus and the Minotaur is that you left a trail of golden thread to lead him back out to
Yeah, no,
safety.
I know. I try not to make cow puns, even though they're there.
do you happen to always find the path back?
Yeah.
Yes, we do.
That's a nice thing to have. So we don't worry. We have to worry about getting lost.
Oh, that's a relief at least. So,
Nah,
where to go?
move along.
I mean, just because we play into the stereotype doesn't mean you have to tell us it's a stereotype.
I actually didn't know this about doors. Something nice.
Right?
So
It's-
you see there's a passage moving. There's a passage on the other side, and you're heading towards it.
Are there any
And-
more of those poofy mushrooms?
Well, make a perception to look around, or maybe you want to investigate. Well, that would mean you're kind of on the ground looking for things, I guess. Perception. Okay. Yeah, you don't see any mushrooms around. You do see on the walls, there's like markings on them. There's deep cuts into the stone, and they make primitive figures, symbols. You see the sun.
Jorfa starts hyperventilating at seeing things carved in.
I point at the markings. Genuine, Jorfus, you know anything about this?
About what?
These
Ooh,
markings?
runes.
Yeah, you
Just
see
go
the
straight away.
sun, you see the
Where are they?
moon, you see mushrooms. Well, they're all on the back south wall. And
Like- Back here.
you also see some snails. And you also see like a small group of creatures. They're really primitive. You're not sure what it is, but they just look like they're holding spears.
They're not snails holding spears?
No, the snails look different. These creatures are not the snails.
Oh, they look like my kind of people.
Our
What-
kind of people, brother, but yes.
You
What
can.
do you think happened here then, Zinue?
Well, there was a sun, so it must have been above ground, maybe higher up in the air than they are now. Are there mushrooms drawn?
Yes, there are drawings of mushrooms too. Well, it's kind of cut into the stone. It's not really drawings, so it's like etchings, I guess.
It could be talking about this place.
B. Can I see how old these carvings are?
Yeah, I guess what would that be?
History?
History? Sure.
I want to roll a history check. Let me see. Oh,
Well, you're not sure. It could be any age, really.
Hmm,
It's stone, so it holds a long time.
it does.
Do you know what this
I don't have
reminds
the right tools.
Do you know what this reminds me of, brother? It reminds me of Papa's drawings. He was always an artist.
Wait, you know about these drawings?
Well, similar, not the same.
We had cave drawings as well.
Yeah,
you can do-
it's our highest form of art.
you can do better than stick figures, right?
What do you mean? My dad was a great artist, and this is magic.
Well,
I'm sure I
Sen-
would be able to see if it's magic.
yeah, Senue,
You know what I mean. It was great.
your spell is still going, and you look around in this room, and there's nothing magical here. But right about now, it turns off. It's gone.
Alright. I will let people know that the ritual is worn off. And if you guys want, I could cast it again. We would maybe stick around here for another 10 minutes, or
Yeah.
we just keep going.
Let's
No,
keep going.
Going.
We'll check it later on again.
We should be careful. If these drawings are anything to go by, maybe there was once more of those snail creatures we saw outside, and they were hunted down by the men with spears.
Really? Does it look like either the snails or the men with spears are hostile to each other?
There are some drawings of the spear people. They look like they are stabbing a snail or two. Yes.
Um, Can I make a guess if these things are made by spear people or snail people?
Yeah. Sure.
just-
Intelligence check.
Just by the fact that snails probably can't carve.
They were probably made by the snail people.
I don't know. Magic snails.
Well, the snail didn't look like a very smart one.
No.
You don't think
Probably can't carve.
you don't
But
think
it
the
had
snail
fingers.
people had done this. So, what do you want to do?
Rolling a sleight of hand and see if I can steal Katami's chocolate.
My chocolate.
Well, that sure. Roll
A 7. plus
sleight of
5.
hand.
You rolled a 7.
Ah,
Okay, so Senue notices you're trying to reach into his pack for his candy, and oh,
chocolate.
Luckily, I like him, so he gets chocolate anyway.
Chocolate.
okay.
Sorry.
So guys, what there's like a passage. You think we should keep going? There might be something else. But just be careful. I mean, it looks like something living here or has lived here before. I don't know. So you go inside.
Yes.
Who wants to go first? Just move.
After you, big boy.
Rock, paper, scissors.
No, I'll just move. I don't want to wait for that game.
I'm moving after him.
Okay. So you move in there. You step inside.
Yes, I move through the doorway.
Okay, I'm gonna do. Yes, you move in, and you don't actually see that thing around the corner yet, I guess, since you haven't moved that far. But you probably keep moving that far.
I'll slowly move up, indeed, around the corner.
Yes.
I'll see the beast.
And as you step around the corner, you do see something like a really weird-looking creature sitting against a wall, and it's just breathing. Doesn't look up to you. Doesn't actually have eyes or anything. Has like strange holes in his face. Does have a spear that's also leaned against the wall. But he's not looking at you or anything. Doesn't seem to know that you are there right now, or maybe he's sleeping. You don't really know.
Ooh. I turn around, keep my finger against my mouth, as in the shh sign, and I tell people to try to make them stay quiet. I want to
Okay.
roll a stealth check, or at least go in stealth.
Yes, well, if all of you want to go stealthily, then you should all roll stealth.
I would not.
Okay. Well, in that
I
case,
would like to see the creature and, in a fit of cow-like blood rage, charge at it and gore it with my horns.
okay.
I'm like really going low and tell people to wait. You know.
Okay, so
You do
you're
literally hear the sound of doo, 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 doo.
yeah,
And you just
that's
hear,
What? Wait.
this
While
is
he's running,
you are no stop. You don't do anything more. He has attacked now, so everybody roll initiative. So Senue, you actually, as you see Gary, and is that your name? About to
Yeah.
charge. You actually react faster than him, and you can do something if you want.
All right. I was preparing to go as stealthy as I can, so I'm not very stealthy wearing this armor, which I'm still a bit clumsy at. Except then this Minotaur keeps charging past, so I want to grab him to stop him from charging.
Okay.
But I'm not very strong, so this might go horribly wrong.
Well, make both of you make strength checks.
Wow.
So Garion just rips his arm out of your grip and keeps going.
No,
you
no, no.
wanna-
We're going quietly. Garion.
All you hear him doing is going.
No, shh, quiet.
Okay.
Right,
So
Leonard, do something.
okay,
That
there
was my
you.
turn.
Okay. So now it's Leonard's turn.
I was still trying to get low by the ground, see if we could sneak past. And then I hear this Minotaur charge by, and I wait and see what happens.
Okay then. The
Is this creature, by the way, wearing anything red?
no,
Oh
it does.
God, are
It's
you
not.
You know that's actually not true. That's the
I
counter.
don't care. I don't care. I'm making it true now.
You
Okay.
want to make stereotypes not happen, and what are you doing?
It's not wearing any clothes. Does have a weird bulbous thing on his ass, but
Is it red?
no, it's kind of purplish. It's also pretty slimy, tentacles and stuff. Yeah. So it's your turn then, Gary.
So I'd like Goring Rush. That whenever you take the dash action, you can take a melee action with your horns. So I'd like to dash up, gore him with my horns.
Yes. So do that. Well, yeah, roll to hit.
Oh,
See-
sorry. Yeah, sorry.
Well, that's big, yes. So you start shouting, rushing. Actually, yeah, you can tell me what you do if you do something specific.
He literally does just start like full on sprinting round the corner, gets his head low, and just like, you know how a bull, when it's trying to like lift somebody over the head. Have you ever seen like bullfighting? A
Yeah.
bull will go up to like the matador and like wrench it up into the air. So he basically does that,
Okay.
but wrenches the thing up into the air. But I want to push it back 5 feet as well.
Well, that just doesn't matter. You smack into him and deal 11 points of damage, and he just goes flying and splat, and it's dead. It's just splat
Does it
on the
make a
ground.
noise?
Well, you made a lot of noise already.
But the
He was-
Did you make noise?
No, he's dead. I mean, he was sleeping. He didn't
Oh,
know what
yeah,
hit him.
of
He's
course.
just dead now.
Just that.
Yeah. It's
Double
just
dead.
a oozing mass on the floor now, kind of deflated with some green goo coming out of it.
Gary turns back to the group and just does a huge like bull roar into the air and goes like,
Yeah. So
Which
you
did
charged. You
Which
charged
did
like up
Gary-
there, I guess.
With Garage, Georgie joins in and yells, "For the Kinrakers!"
Ah, light
Ken
help us.
Raker!
Maybe it would have been nice to not show a position to everyone,
Yeah.
Well,
but it's
Gary,
too late for that.
And just goes, "We've killed the beast. We got our treasure."
Joffa
That's-
looks at Leonard and Zenue, shrugs, and just puts his head in his hands.
well, you're still in the initiative. You want to do anything else?
And then heads over to the corpse
No,
to
no.
investigate.
literally, he just he stops there after goring it and just turns back to the group, going, "Ah!"
Okay, Carrion, you're done. Your fur. You investigate the corpse.
Yes.
Okay, roll investigation. And you look at this little creature. It's just smack dead, and it doesn't seem to carry anything. It left
so
the
you know,
spear.
the damage is piercing, so it will have some horn marks in it.
Yeah,
In the blob.
it doesn't have its
look-
spear, and you don't find any You find like a sharp rock. That's about it.
Well, guys, I think this was just a sentry. He wasn't a very good one sleeping on duty, but we
Well,
should be wary for more of them.
he was very good at his job. He made sure to get our position known towards, well, the rest of the stuff that's in here.
Well,
I
There's
guess.
nothing. Gary just said, "There's nothing else. We've killed the beast. Give us our money."
it's Jerry's turn now. Oh, I forgot that Stampy Woggle would roll too. Initiative.
You can always let him go at the top of the turn.
after everyone.
Well, I walk up to Garion and give him a chest bump and another roar for victory.
Yeah. Ah!
Oh. God.
Okay. So
I
Stampy
joined in the
Woggle,
face palm.
Stampy Woggle would have gone before, but it just stays back, doesn't do anything. Just says, "Oh, what was that? That was really strange creature." Okay, so it's the next round, and
Can't believe the first attack I did, I one-shot something.
Well, it's level 1, right? You either get one shot or you
No.
do a one shot.
Level 1. Level 1.
and top of the round is Senui.
Well, by the lights, we better hope that these things are like horribly evil. Otherwise, you've just committed murder. And I didn't stop you.
They had spears, and that. Look, it was going to
Eddie,
attack us. I
it was
defended
asleep.
herself. Well, you don't know that. Look at it. It's weird. You could have seen us. That could have been its attacking noise.
It doesn't
Right,
make
right,
any
Jerry?
noise.
That was it. That was its attacking noise, right?
I think
I'm not-
Senua will just not speak, just look at you very, very skeptical. I would like to move before Leonard, by the way.
Yeah. Okay, Garion, you tried to hear attacking noises.
Oh no, I mean, that's what the sentry was doing.
Yeah, you try to hear more noises. You don't really hear anything. People are just shuffling around and being annoyed at you. Okay, Senue, are you done?
Yeah, I will just move around and prepare to move on.
Okay, that's Leonard then.
I want to grab up the spear that was lying next to the wall where he was.
Okay, so move up there.
And does the spear has a metal tip?
No, it's got a stone tip.
Ah, damn it. All right. Then I want to use the tip of my weapon, poke it and see what it does with metal.
Oh, you're poking the dead thing?
The corpse. I want to see if it does something with the metal of my sword.
Oh, you poke it, and the green goo, it does seem like it's kind of, it doesn't smell very good, and it kind of corrodes the sword a little bit, like it would be bad if it got on you, probably.
Then I'm quickly going to wipe it off on a piece of cloth that I probably have somewhere with me.
Yes.
As I pierced it with my horns, how are my horns doing? Like, am I starting to feel burning on my head?
Yeah, sure, you take 1 point of poison damage.
What?
Yes.
Did you just ask for 1 point of poison damage?
Note to self, don't
I
upload.
was just trying to figure out if it like shit. At that, he just turned to Jess like, get it off, 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 it hurts, get it off, get it off.
Can I, as part of my action, have used shape water to use some water from my, I think, water flask to get it off his horns?
Yes, sure, yes. You clean it
I'm
off
just
and
like a water bender, just a tentacle of water.
yes, he's nice and clean now.
Just like, I'm not going to use my horns for that ever again.
So
That should teach you.
I guess Leonard, that was Leonard's turn.
Yeah, and then I move here again.
Okay. Then it's Garion again.
So I move up 5, 10. What do I see down the passage?
Okay, you look inside, and you can make a perception check too. Well, yeah, you look inside and you see another creature there, and he's looking at you. He's definitely heard what's going on, and he's got his spear. Actually, he's also holding like a sharp rock too, and it's covered in some yellow goo. And then you see there's snails in here. Those snail creatures, they look similar. They're not entirely similar because these creatures have like a ton of scars on them, like heavy scarring. One of them is bleeding. and there's also a bunch of dried moss and stuff in there. And there's like a stone bowl, also filled with the yellowish goo. Looks like it came from one of the snails.
So all the part you see is Garion walk up a little bit, turn his head to the right, and then just freeze, and then like half a second later go.
Ah,
Okay.
And literally
This one will
runs
die.
the rest of his movement up to it and
Okay.
does his 2 claw attacks on the things.
2.
Because a light weapon that took dual. So does that miss or hit?
Are you making 2 attacks?
Yeah. So because I've taken dual weapon fighting and I've got 2 light weapons, which are the bladed fists.
Okay,
It means I
well-
can use my bonus action to attack.
Yeah, so the
well.
first one was a 7, and that misses. You swing at him, and kind of glides off his slimy ass. The next one, though, you do hit. You can roll damage. Okay.
6, and I'll do it as slashing damage.
Yes. So what do you want? How do you want to hit him?
So in his rage, he misses his first swipe. He's like pelting right at them. Maybe like it's like the slug thing like drops down and ducks under. But in his other one, he does like his left hand goes up in an uppercut and slashes up its body.
Okay, you just slash right through him and just cut up his back, and he just opens up and falls apart, and a bunch of green goo everywhere, and he's
All
dead.
you hear is a huge echo from that chamber that reverberates, going, "Oh!"
Okay,
Like
You
this
are-
way too much.
you are being really loud. I'm just
What,
gonna
in game.
no.
Sorry.
Yes, in game. That's fine. Out of game,
in
it's fine.
character.
You can. It's
Yeah,
fine.
in-
It's
in,
just
in game is not fine.
you're making
Yeah.
a lot of
Gonna
sound.
die.
In game, I'm having regrets.
You are making a lot of noise, and I'm gonna roll something.
Gee,
You deserve that.
I think I do.
Yeah, and that will be the end of the initiative. Let's drop that.
I really love the idea that with his hooves he's just going. "Doo, doo, 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 oh!"
I imagine it echoes quite a bit in these hallways.
Hmm.
So if the initiative is over, can we just rush to the passage to see what's going on?
Yes, you can do that.
Right. I'll just say, like, stay behind me, Leonard. I don't know what's going on. And I.
Oh,
oh
they can like
Oh my god!
What?
I don't like
Fallen
what's going on here.
Rakers! We've
So-
slayed another beast! More gold!
Carrion, please. What? These things have done nothing. You could have spoken to them.
And also the
They
Yeah,
had
the
weapons.
snails.
They were violent.
snails, you see, they have a bunch of scars on them, and also something that I forgot to mention is that their eye stalks have been cut off. They can't see
Aw.
anything,
Oh, jeez. It looks
and
like
they
they're
just
torturing those snails.
and they
I
can
suddenly
hear a
feel
bunch
less
of
bad.
What
I
kind of
told you I
beasts
did
are
the
they?
right thing. I told you.
they can hear you coming, and they move a bit slowly towards you. They don't do anything really. Just move a bit closer to see what's going on. They can't see anything.
So Garion, knowing what it was like to be a scared animal in a scary place when he's younger, just goes up to the slime, kneels beside it, and, takes off one of his bladed gauntlets and gently strokes it, like sees if it
Okay.
flinches.
Is that this one?
Yeah,
The damaged one?
yeah.
Okay. You stroke his really slimy and is bleeding, and
Can I try to do medicine on him? Heal it?
well, first you're gonna
Take poison damage.
Probably.
You take 3 points poison damage just because he's bleeding on you.
Wait, Garion, don't touch those things.
You
Ah,
don't know where to fit.
Fuck!
I'll set your health to.
I'll drop it to 9, mate, myself.
No,
Or-
it's 8.
Oh wait, sorry. Don't worry, I'll drop it to 9.
Okay. Well, when you touch the snail, it kind of recoils from you very slowly because it's slow. But
Can I
afterwards,
gently? Oh no, but bandages aren't really gonna help it.
well, you can do
Well,
a
I'm
Burn
medicine.
through it.
We
You
can
can.
do something better, Garius.
And he goes, "Can you? Have you got better medicine?"
By the
Oh, I
power
got
of the
all
light,
the magic.
we can heal it.
And I got books.
By all means. Just moves out of the way.
Okay. Snails
Don't
move a
don't
bit closer.
don't snails like regrow some of their stuff?
I don't know. Wait,
That sounds logical.
you don't know. I guess make a nature check.
Can I also assist in thinking about this?
Yes, both of you can do nature. That's really nice. Well, these snail creatures, you're not sure. You have noticed that their blood seems terrible for you. Though these creatures seems to have been draining the blood, put it in containers like that little stone cup, stone bowl. So maybe they like it. And there's a lot of cuts on these, so they've been doing that a lot. And cut off their eyes too, and keeping them here. Well, you don't know if it's gonna grow back. You don't know exactly what these are. It might grow back, maybe not.
Zinui,
Yes.
wanna try if we can do something?
Well, I'm not one to leave someone in need behind.
If you cannot, then we should put it out of their misery.
No. I don't think that's necessary. I think we can at least approach these. They seem harmless enough as long as you don't touch the blood.
Garion turns to Jarius when he says that, and you just see a single tear roll down his face and goes, "But why? But why?"
Right. I would like to try a medicine check on the one that seems injured to see if I can do something about this. I would like
Yes.
to. Can I maybe like protect my hands while using shape water? Like I've got a watery barrier.
Well,
to
now
not
that
touch.
you can. Now that you know that it's really dangerous to touch the blood, you can be really careful, and it won't be a problem. You can make a medicine check. That's nice. Yes, you
It's
can.
nice.
You're not sure if you could bandage this, but maybe that would work. He's pretty slimy. What could you even use?
Do I
Guess
think they are so injured that they will die from their injuries, or that it will heal?
no. You see, they probably heal pretty fast. There's so many scars on them. They've healed a lot of wounds, and they are still alive. Even cutting their eyes off, and they are still alive. They seem like very hardy creatures. They could probably take a lot of damage and still live. So you
Alright.
don't think any of them's gonna die?
Well, I think they're fine. They wouldn't need anything else. I can't restore their eyes anyway, so I think as long as they won't be attacked again by these blue things.
And after you've examined this snail, he reaches out with his tentacle noodle arms, and he touches you with slimy hands, and then he moves closer, and he attempts to grapple you with his slimy hands, slimy arms.
Yes, they're. I guess. Please, can you get this off me?
Just
Gently,
give it
gently.
a hug.
I think he
Give
might
the
have
poor
anyway.
thing a hug.
So you
It's pretty slimy. I'm not
You
sure if
fight.
I'm into this.
you fight against the hog. You can make a strength check.
Oh man.
Oof, God.
Oof.
Oof.
Yeah,
All right.
the snail's
So
got you.
I weakly struggle against this snail.
Yeah, and as you do that, you can hear.
Don't hug me.
You can hear from
I
behind.
don't want hug.
You can hear from behind you, Stampy Woggle going, "Oh, hey! There's another. That other one's been following us down here. He's down
Doc?
here. The other one.
Doc? What's going on?
That other snail we found up there. He's coming here. He's down
Quick,
the.
Doc.
Um,
Come this way.
Yeah, okay.
is Zinue taking damage because of the
Yes, please get it
friendly-
off. Get it
friendly hug?
off. I don't
Well,
want this.
While
Uh,
he's there, I throw my javelin into the slimy that's on Zenue and yell for
Ah,
the
no.
Kidbreaker!
No, just get it off.
Well, I think. Okay, you throw your javelin. Make an attack with your javelin. Okay, you hit it. Roll damage.
Oh, no,
To hit?
Yes.
it's a snail.
Jeez.
8
Damn.
piercing damage. Well, the wound had pretty much healed. He wasn't bleeding much anymore. She wasn't taking any damage before, but now that you throw a javelin in it, there's a lot of blood. She's gonna take damage now. So 8, so 11 minus 8.
Yeah.
So the snail is terribly wounded, and there's gushing yellow blood, and it hits Senue. And what happens? Wait. I know what happens.
Might save me from our friends. Oh no. I thought we were trying to be friends to these snails.
God
Well,
save
well.
us from cows.
Well, they attack you.
So that's. Let me roll this.
Rule number 1 of the Kinbreaker. Never be oppressed.
You take 4 poison damage from his
Is
blood.
this poison damage or acid damage?
It's poison.
That's too bad.
And after you've said that, Gary and tearfully goes, "Rule number 2: attack that which is attacking."
Well, now
Do
that
the
you.
other
Rule number
snails
1:
notice
assist your
that-
friends. Assist your friends.
Penstrel, what were you saying?
Do the other 2 snails notice that one of their number has been attacked? Do they sense it in any way?
Well, the one that is attacked, when you hit it with a javelin, it screams like. And then it lets go of Senue, and it moves back really slowly. And the other ones are. They don't have any eyes, but they do hear something bad, and they back off real slowly.
The one coming down the passage, does it hear the scream?
I do, yeah, he would. No, wait, I don't know. They have like shit perception. I'm just gonna see.
Does it appear to be fixated on anybody?
It has no idea what's happening.
So
I'm
It's just-
gonna
it's
take
just come
it-
down the tunnel to have a look.
take a defensive stance. Put my shield in front of me. Put my sword pointed towards it, and I say again, "Don't move!"
And you go stand behind Dr. Stampy Woggle.
In front
I'm
of the doctor.
I'm
Oh.
going to pull the doctor back.
Okay, that's even.
Okay, well the snail doesn't move. Actually, he backs off a bit. He does move, but just backwards.
It moved.
Yeah, just
It's
attack it.
alive.
Alright. Zenue just backs off from the snails and try to clean this poisoned goo off. And alright, let's leave these snails alone. They might be friendly, but you definitely aren't. So leave and maybe wait before doing anything.
Well, you wanted it off of you. Don't say you don't want it off you if you don't want me to help.
I guess I should have specified pull it off me instead of stab it with a pointy thing.
Well, there's the problem, isn't
Yes, being specific is very important. I've learned from my mistakes. I hope you have as well. Let's continue.
Can I pull my javelin out of the snail?
Yes, you can approach the snail, and it's easy to pull
It's alive.
It's easy
He's
to
gonna
pull the
walk up to
javelin
a-
out.
You're walking up to a living being and just wrenching a fucking spear out. It's gonna scream
there.
again.
And it's just really stuck in there, so he's got to put one foot up on it and really get a good hold. And
One hoof. He's like
Yeah.
squidging its face into the ground. It's like, give it back.
Yeah,
Twist it a bit.
make a strength check.
These poor enslaved snails.
Yeah, you pull it out, you put a foot in its face, and you pull out the javelin, and it goes.
This is going horrible, guys.
And after you're done
I don't
that,
know, we've killed 2 slavers and then my brother decides to javelin a fucking snail. A tortured snail.
I mean, I'd like to make it known that you did kill one of the creatures before it was known it was a slaver, or even conscience.
It had a pokey thing. It was evil.
You've got many pokey things.
And saying that, Garion looks and goes, "Am I evil?"
are we the baddies?
Yeah.
I guess we'll find out. Let's go.
I lay on my hand on his shoulder and say, "No, we're the good guys. They're
Oh.
evil. We are the Kinraker."
Right.
I've always wondered about that last name of ours, brother. Do we kill people's families as well?
Well, if they threaten us, yes.
That doesn't sound like a good thing. Good people do.
Well, guys, you did well. You defeated these whatever the fuck that was. I don't know. What was that? All of these things are really strange, but let's keep going. I think what I don't know what's up here. Just be careful. That snail looks pretty scared of us now.
Well, that's a good thing. Don't want to have it in our backs.
Maybe it's a good idea to let Leonard go in front. Maybe he
but-
can speak to something.
But I've defeated 2 foes already. I think I'm doing all right.
Oh,
I'd like to keep an eye on the back. I don't trust these beasts.
Yes, make perception on the back. What's going on?
Perception. I don't
Well,
see shit.
the snail is moved away. You don't see it anymore. So you can keep going. Do what you want to do now.
Yeah, just keep on moving up.
Okay. So you move up the passage.
Just keep on moving then.
Well,
Just
before
tell
you
me when
do
to
that, yes, just stop. Before you move any further, that's the red cow. That's Garion.
Mm-hmm.
As you move up there, you're the first one to get closer. You start to hear something pretty strange, like voices.
What?
Yes, you hear voices, but you don't understand what they're saying. It's in a language that you do not speak, but the words are like chanting, like they're saying, Beelith, Trilu, Beelith, Beelith, Trilu, Beelith, Beelith, Trilu, Beelith. Something like that.
Jeez.
Very weird. There's something
Yeah,
going on up there.
They're singing.
is everyone hearing this?
Everybody who gets close enough would hear it, yes. Beelith, Trilu, Beelith, Beelith,
Is
Trilu,
it something
Beelith.
I would understand?
No, it's not a language that you understand.
Okay.
Though the doctor, when he hears that, he says, what is that? I don't understand. Does anybody speak that? Whatever that is? I guess
don't.
not.
We were about to ask you if you would understand this.
Well, I mean, I could. I do have a spell for that. Let's see, do you want me to do that?
That
I
would
could
be
see
nice.
what
then
they're
we
saying.
can-
Okay.
Maybe we can understand beasts.
I thought you were just gonna run in and kill them. Isn't that what you do? Okay then. Yeah, I cast comprehend. Yeah, he cast comprehend languages. Picks up a pinch of salt and salt. Does some weird. Says some words, and then he can understand any language. And he listens to those guys, and he says, "I don't understand this."
Wow, that was helpful.
Actually, well, he says, that's not words. Those are sounds like
Gibberish.
names. There's a name like they're talking about themselves, and then something greater than themselves. Like it's pretty primitive. Like the chanting about their own people, I think, and then something bigger, something much
Like
more.
a god?
Yeah, it could be something that they feel like is much greater in that way. I think they are probably doing something religious right now.
And talking about themselves as the name of their people?
Yes, that's a Belith.
Beel. Right?
Do you
Well,
know if that would have been the snake things or the other beasts?
well, I don't think that. I mean, the snails can't talk. They just make sounds. We've heard them screaming because we've been attacking them. I would assume that these are those creatures that we killed that are singing up there. Well, I did
But we
say,
don't know if they can speak. Because they were dead instantly.
yeah, we did kill them pretty fast.
Oh, let's hurry up.
That Garion like just like stands a little taller and goes like, "Yes, we did."
Well, guys, sounds like a lot of them up there. I guess you can make a perception check if you wanna listen more closely. Whoever wants to do that.
Let's be careful, but I don't want them to start summoning strange stuff.
Well, you listen to the singing. Sounds like 2, could be like 5, could be more. Not entirely sure now. But it's more than one anyway.
Well, maybe.
I suggest a couple of us lighter-footed members of the group head forward stealthily and have a look.
I think that might just be you.
That
And not
Gary
that
goes. Gary goes, agreed, and then starts to try and move forward. It's like the quietest thing in the world.
No,
Okay.
not you, big guy. Let me
What?
take a peek.
Okay, you can roll stealth then. Your fur. Okay, an 11. Then I'm gonna roll something. What am I rolling? Okay, so you move into line of sight. You think you're doing well, so what do you wanna do? Wanna keep going?
Keep going.
Okay, so you look inside the room then. Yes, you can move up. Okay, and you can stop there. And I'm gonna reveal more. Yes, you can see that.
I guess I don't want to see this.
Can we unsee this?
Well, it's only your
I
phone
don't
that
see
is
it yet.
seeing it.
Yeah.
What about that?
Oh yeah.
Oh.
There you go.
You didn't see
Yeah.
it?
Yeah.
It's pretty.
What the fuck is that?
Yeah.
So,
It's very blobby.
Jorfer, as you step inside, that big blob monster there. Yeah, you first you look inside, and yeah, what you see is these 5. Well, you don't have time to move yet.
Oh.
What you see is these 4 creatures chanting this belief, and they are dancing around this mushroom. And then behind them, you see that giant, fat, blobby, slimy thing. It's breathing heavily, and there's this slime on front of its stomach. It's drooling, and its head sack looks like kinda too big for it to carry. Looks real fat. And as you move up there, it starts speaking to you, and it says something real weird. You don't understand. You have no idea. But I guess
We hear that speaking sound back there as well.
yeah. So well, let's see. I'm gonna roll perception for the doctor.
It's easier.
Stampy Woggle.
I turn back to the group and put my hands up against my eyes to make glasses, and then beckon in a signal for them to send the doctor up to me.
Okay, well, before you do that, I'm just gonna roll.
I don't think he wants to go there. If he hears this.
Well, I think he can hear some of these words, and you can hear, and these people, they are dancing. They stop dancing and they all turn to look at you, Yorfer, and the doctor here slapping something like, "Who disturbs me, little fleshlings? Why have you come to the place of the dark, the inevitable, the ender of things? I see you." And then some more slime just bubbles out of his mouth, down his skin flaps, and Stampy Woggle, I guess he moves up when he hears you, when he looks at you, and then he says, "Oh, I don't know if we should be here. That guy doesn't sound very friendly. He's talking about he can see us anyway. I mean, they can all see us. You're not very stealthy, I guess."
I turn to is it, how do you say it? Senue.
Yeah.
And to Leonard and go, can I at least go and kill them?
Did Dr. Stampy Woggle translate the stuff for us?
Yes, and he
Okay.
can also
then-
speak back if you want him to say something.
No, I heard. So you said something about the dark?
Yes.
Okay. We'll smite the evil. I'm a fucking paladin.
So
Okay.
I just go, I will take that as a yes, and I would like to charge at the nearest enemy.
Yes. Well, in that case,
Can
we're
we-
all
can we
we're all
finish?
rolling. We're all rolling initiative now.
Don't forget to click your character. To be fair, what Dr. Stampy Boggle translated did sound pretty evil, so not
Mhm.
objecting that
Yeah.
much. I would agree, and talking about darkness that way is not healthy, so.
They do live in
Aw.
darkness. So I rolled 4. Okay, I need to roll. Oh, that's a huge initiative.
Good job, Stampy.
Yeah.
Roll the 3 minus 3.
Okay, so it's got a 0. Yes. So that's all the initiative, and Stampy Woggle is actually first. So he goes first, and he sees that people are about to charge, and he goes, okay, I'll move back, okay, and he
Your
doesn't
burner ready.
do anything else. Yeah, he does
Ready in action,
activate.
right?
Well, he does activate his flamethrower. I guess if something attacks him, then he will attack it. So the next one is Jorfer in the initiative.
Joffa turns around, sees the Minotaurs preparing to charge, smiles to himself and thinks, well, I can't let them have all the fun.
Yeah.
He jumps and rolls towards the nearest Billith,
Yes.
daggers drawn, and attempts to attack.
Yes. Move up. Make an attack. Okay. So you stab into this creature, and he starts bleeding so much, so incredibly much, and then he deflates and he's dead. And the rest of them just look at you, and they got their spears, and they start screaming strange things in their language, which the doctor can understand.
We'll fucking
And
murder
Is this
you.
something like kill,
they
kill,
go
kill?
they go for the great one, Billith, Trill Billith, for the great one, and they are very angry.
Very angry.
Yeah.
Nice.
And
Right.
that's what they do. So if you're done, Are-
Can I just roll to one side to dodge the splashes of blood that inevitably came out of that Billith?
You
that
move
it doesn't.
5, 10, 15, so you have 15 foot of movement left.
So I could go like that.
Yeah, it doesn't splash very much. The splashing doesn't seem as dangerous from these as from the snails.
Excellent.
Okay, so
That's
you
me
are
done.
done. Yes.
Well, I make a gesture towards Garion, sort of like, come on then, big boy.
Okay.
You just see him like a bullwood, like back foot, like scraping the ground, like he's ready to charge, and you see like smoke come out of his nostrils.
Smoke.
Okay. So
Because it's a damp cave and it's cold.
It's the Billif's turn. So the red one, he looks at you, Yorfer. You just killed his friend, and he looks very angry, and he kind of leans back to his weird purple meat sack, kind of squishes it together, and then, like a spring, he just leaps at you with it and smacks into you with his tentacle face and slam. And I'm gonna roll something for that. Okay, so he missed you. Well, he kind of hit you, but didn't really deal any damage. He just smacked into you, and you're a bit stunned, but it's fine. You're just slimy and uncomfortable.
Well, I have a raincoat, so I'm okay with the slime.
Yeah. So now it's the next one, the green one. So this one also leaps at Yorfer. Try to smack into him. Roll a
I'm
1.
getting very slimy.
Yeah, they are just bouncing off you. It's not doing any damage.
Rolling
And
pretty shitty.
the last one jumps at you, charges up his attack, and then he jumps at you. And what happens?
Ooh.
Hits.
Oh, he hits
Oh.
you. He deals 5 bludgeoning damage to you. He smacks into you, and you smack into the wall, and it's painful.
Ouch.
And that's the Billif's turn. Now it's Senui.
All right. I suppose I can see what happened in the room.
Yeah, or you can just move up, and you would see. Probably
Yeah,
don't
yeah,
see that
I would-
much from your current location.
I will move up to here, there, and I see these horrible creatures. And I will, as I run up, you can see there's like a glow around my hands. And as I'm come closer within melee range, I will just hold up my hands against these creatures. Like, leave my friends alone, you horrible creatures. The light will purge you. And
Yes.
I, like a big flame erupts in a cone in front of me. And I'll cast Burning Hands.
Oof.
Oh, is that a cone? So you would hit all 3? Would you hit
Yeah,
Yorfer?
it's a 15-foot cone, so that's yeah, like
Oh, that's perfect.
this.
Nice.
So is that
No.
a reflex save?
It's it's a dex save, reflex.
Oh,
It's this edition.
that's a wrong edition. Okay,
Yeah, it's a dex save to 4.5.
that one just succeeds and
Dex half.
succeed,
Mhm.
and again they all take half damage, and the damage was 10.
Yeah.
Okay, so they all take 5 fire damage, and they look really badly burned. All 3 of them, like you scorched them real bad. They're pretty black, and they're screaming in their weird language, and doesn't need to be translated because it's not words. You're just screaming.
I'll say, get back.
Okay, so you want to do anything else?
No, I think it's
Then it's Leonard.
I rush forward past my towards my friend, and I will give the creature next to Zenua, a big smack with my sword.
Yes, roll an attack.
Yes.
That's big. Yes, you hit, and you don't have to roll damage. You cleave it in 2 pieces, or whatever you want to do, and it's just 2 halves of a slimy creature now.
You still see the sword. It still has that light on it. So a light saber.
Oh.
A sword emitting light just smacks through this horrible being.
Yes. Okay. Do you want to move anymore? Do anything else?
No, it was maximum movement, and I don't have any bonus actions.
Okay, then it's Garian. Well, you went there.
It will provoke an attack of opportunity there.
Blue.
Okay,
On blue.
I'll do that. So, he uses his spear, and he swipes at you. No, he pokes at you when you run past. And he rolls 17.
Yep, that hits and does 0 damage?
Yes, he did not manage to damage you. It's not a
Oh,
very
that's-
good spear.
That's pretty sad.
Oh shit! It just like grazes against me, and I just go.
Yes.
Oh,
But
just
as
run
he's charging past, he goes to Jorfa. Let me show you what I can do. Takes a dash action, sprints at it, and then as a bonus action, I want to go with my horns.
Yeah. So yeah, the bill is it rolled a 1 - 1 damage.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
12
So you got a
horns.
12 for attacking the big blob.
Yeah.
What does he have? Yes, you hit him with your
Yes.
attack. You can roll damage.
8.
Are you
Takes
sure you
8
want to put your
damage.
horns in that?
Too late.
Too late.
Okay.
Are
And
you sure you want to put your horns in? Oh dear.
and the
It
blob
hurts.
starts speaking, and only the doctor can hear what he's saying. And he goes like, "You fleshlings, I will destroy you. What are you doing here? Get away from me, you terrible beast!" And then he throws up a bit. Green goo.
Only Jarius would be able to hear that translation, surely.
Well, nobody
translates
hears
it
that
for us, right?
translation. Doctor just hears that, I guess.
Or does he not translate it for
Doctor
Jarius?
just, Doctor
Yeah,
just
sure.
mumbling to himself.
He tells
Did Doctor
tells
translate it
Jarius.
to us?
I guess he tells Jarius just what he hears. Well, it's not his turn anyway. I guess nobody knows what he said. So, who's the next one? Jarius is the next one.
Well, since we're always in complete harmony, I scrape for the Kenrega and throw my javelin at the beast.
Oh.
Okay, then it's disadvantage, so it's a 9.
Nice.
And yes, that hits.
Oh,
Hey!
jeez.
So you can roll damage. You deal 9 damage, and you pierce it with your javelin right into its stomach, and it just gushes out a bunch of goo, and the creature is screaming, really screeching at you, and he looks
For the Kenrega.
really hurt. He looks really hurt. So then it's the blob's turn, and he looks at this minotaur just gored him, and he smacks him, tries to smack him with his tentacle, with his face tentacles.
Ooh.
He rolls an 18, and that probably hits. I'm gonna roll damage then.
6 damage.
Yes, you take 6 bludgeoning damage, so
Are you
you're
still
down
alive?
to 2.
I have 2.
Ouch.
Yes, and the creature, it's just screaming really loudly, just incoherently, not in the language anymore. It's really bleeding a lot and throwing up even more. Got a bunch of goo just running down in front of his face. Yes, and it is Dr. Stampywoggle again. He's gonna just move up and just peek, and he see a bunch of fighting, and he goes nope, and he goes back.
Can as a
Very
free
smart.
action, I shout back, Doctor, translate.
And the doctor shouts back, it's just screaming now, it's just really in pain. It's no words.
Sounds good. Let's
Yeah.
smack them.
Yes. So your fur is the next.
Bloody kobolds. It's always about the candles.
This is not Warcraft, it's no candles.
The candle is taken.
It's alright, I've got plenty of light.
I'm going to take a slash at this red creature that's right next to me.
Okay, roll an attack. That was 2 attacks. I guess oh yeah, you have 2.
Yes.
You have 2 attacks, and it's slippery. I mean, now it's bouncing around. It's really hurt and really scared and careful. So you miss it with both attacks.
Oh no.
Yes.
In this case, I think I will just stay here.
Okay.
And
So
shout to my companions, come on, get into him.
yes. So you're the next one is the Billifts then. Those 2. And they see you smacking at it. What? How far can they go even? Well, one of them that's just been attacked by you is gonna attack you back. He's gonna slam you. No, he's not gonna slam you. He has a spear. He's gonna attack you with a spear. That's a 10. Doesn't hit. I'm sure. You just tell me if it hits or not. It does not. Okay.
no.
The other one, he sees this Minotaur charge back and attack the big one, and he just turns back and not entirely sure what to do. So he's gonna charge up his attack, and he's gonna try to jump towards the Minotaur to slam into him. But when he does that, you do get an attack of opportunity against him. So you can make one attack. You can't attack with both daggers. So roll an attack, Yorfer. That's a 14. And that does hit him. So right as he's about to jump away, you just slash him with the dagger, and he kind of jumps and then falls, and he's dead. So he didn't make it. And that is the Billiard's turn. Now it's Senue.
Alright. I will just stay here and I will cast a Sacred Flame on the red one.
Okay.
Uh,
It does a save.
it has a save of 30.
Dexterity.
Yes.
Yeah, save is the same as the check, so I'll just do a check. That does save.
That does save.
Does it take?
It does not get damage, no.
Okay. So you
Why
try
does
to
it say
shoot
up
it.
to 2? True.
It should only hit one. Well, you try to shoot it with your fire, and it just jumps away. It's pretty agile.
I guess then I will move.
Yes, that works. And there's no attack of opportunity. So I think it's Leonard now, unless you want to do anything else.
I will run up towards the still
Yes.
living creature, and
Yes.
I will aid Jorfer in his attacks. I'll try to slash this creature 2 bits as
Yes.
well.
Roll attack. That's a
Oh.
lot. Yes, you do. You do slash it in 2 pieces, and it's dead.
That's how you deal with those creatures. By the light.
Yeah. You've got a big sword.
Do you want to move any more?
Oh yeah, I can move more. At 10, which means I can still do. I'll move here.
So as you're moving up, they're all dead, and the blob it stops screaming, and instead it says something else in its language. You can't understand it, but the doctor can. He is really far away though.
Doctor.
I'm just gonna roll perception for the doctor again. He can't hear anything.
Minus
Minus
2.
2.
Poor thing.
Yeah, he's just pretty scared. Okay. So if you're done, next one is Gary.
I think what Garion does is before he attacks, he goes like, "I could use some healing, please. I'm very badly burnt."
You'll be fine.
he just rolls his eyes and then just goes right and just starts punching at it.
Yeah. Yes, you do hit. And what do you want to do to this beast? Cause it's dead.
I'd like to do a flurry of claw
Claws?
attacks. Just with my bladed claws. Just go like slashing
Wolverine.
and clawing, yeah. Slashing at and clawing at it, and so that it's just like in diced pieces.
Yes, okay. All it does, that's very violent. And it's a huge blob filled with goo. And it explodes a bunch of goo on you. And you take some damage.
What is some?
Let's see.
Well, any is enough, I think.
Ooh.
Well, you take
Oh.
5 points of poison.
So while that's happening,
You'll be fine.
he's going, "Rah! Kenrick!"
Start convulsing.
Yeah.
Just on the floor going,
Carry on!
So,
Yes.
Garion, you are unconscious. Though we're out of initiative now.
The light will save him. Zenue, do your thing.
Right. I will rush up and I will cast my healing word.
Yes.
Yeah, I
So,
don't have the other one prepared.
well,
Oh, I
roll.
can also do spare the dying and just let him deal with it on its own. But
Heal
healing
him.
word is
We'll need
yeah,
him to
level
walk.
1.
He's too heavy.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Okay, so
A
you're
whole 4 healing. That's
Yeah.
amazing. The least you can get.
Yes,
I'm going to move.
Senue heals you up, and you're at 4 health now, and you're no longer unconscious. So you
I
come
just
back.
sit on the. I
He
just
just
sit on my
blinks
knee.
away.
I just
Sorry,
sit
go
on my
ahead.
knee and cry, Kinraker.
I guess I would have tried to like move you, but I lifted one arm and then just gave up and think, oh, you'll find here.
So Garion, you have 1 point of exhaustion now,
Okay.
and that makes disadvantage on ability checks, I think. So
Check
you
that.
can do whatever now.
So,
And,
Doc, where's this treasure of yours?
While the doctor comes in and looks at all of these dead things and just steps widely around them. And well, guys, I don't know. This doesn't look like there's any. Should be somewhere down here, don't you think? Well, the doctor's
Right.
just gonna look around with perception, see if he sees anything. So the doctor rolls 11. Yeah, he looks around and he sees a bunch of trash. There's some more jars and pots of stone. There's some tools. Some looks like bedding, like nests. Doesn't see anything interesting though. Certainly looks like they've been living in here.
Does
Do
he
we see
point out these things?
Yes. Well,
Kind of
something
like-
that is pretty obvious is that there are even more symbols on the walls here.
Oh. Now we look at the symbols.
Okay, you can perception or investigation if you want to get close.
Investigation. I think. To investigate the symbols.
Yes.
Can I roll investigation as well?
Yes. Okay, Katami. I mean Senue. You are investigating these and you're looking closely, and when you look at them, there's similar figures, like similar to what was in the entryway, and there are many symbols and lines. But when you look at all of it, you back off a bit and you look at it as a whole. You kind of see a pattern to it. Like the symbols, if you look at it as a whole, it looks like some kind of big creature, like a bigger figure made out of smaller parts. Looks like a long snake-like body and a head, kind of like a crescent moon, curved, pretty sharp. You don't really know what that is.
And this creature was then made up of these images of the snails and these byliths and mushrooms.
All of the symbols on these walls are kind of made up to look like that creature. If you look at the whole, it's not that easy to spot, but you did see that there was some kind of pattern to it. It's kind of subtle.
I would like to make a quick sketch of this, so I remember what it looks like.
Yes, you can certainly do that. So while you're doing that, other people can do things, and the
Can I
doctor
take
wanders
a look
around.
at the shrubbery behind the boss?
Yes, it's a bunch of trash and moss and bedding and stuff. Would you like to investigate that?
Yes.
Yes, you can do that.
And see if there are any other of these creatures hiding somewhere.
Yes, investigation.
Ooh,
Oh, that's big. That's a 20 plus 0.
that's
well,
a
you-
critical hit.
You root around in the trash and you do see something interesting, like something a bit shiny. And you find some, looks like raw gemstones. There's a couple of gemstones down there, but they are uncut and they are raw. So you don't know how much it would be worth, but it's probably worth something. You could, I guess, write that down in your inventory. Or actually, when you find those, do you hide that from everyone else, or does everybody see that?
For now, I will pick them up and put them in a separate pocket.
Okay, without hiding them or anything.
Yes,
that
I'm not
case-
hiding them. I'm just simply putting them in a pocket.
Yeah, in that case, then as soon as you pick them up, then the doctor comes running next to you and goes, "Oh, what? Hey, shiny! What's that? Shiny? That's something.
Yeah.
What is that? Let me see. Let me
Well-
look. Let me look at that. Let me see. What is that? Can I see?
We will
Can I look at that?
distribute loot after we get to a safe spot.
Is that the treasure? Is that what is that?
There were a few gemstones, but we'll
Oh.
distribute after we get to a safe spot. I
Is
don't
it,
feel safe here.
Is it magic? What is it?
I don't know. I show them.
Okay. Well, if you do that, then he's gonna take a look, and they're pretty shiny, but he looks disappointed. It just, well, those okay, that's some gems. That's cool. I mean, that's nice. We can sell it for a bit. Yes,
Yeah.
we'll deal with that later. As you said, you are very wise, young man. I don't know how old are you.
I stand up a bit more straight.
Yeah. Senua looks over like, what? Wise? Sure.
Are you single?
This is news.
Yes,
How many gemstones did I find?
that was 2 of them, uncut, so they're pretty raw. And Penstraw. I
Hello.
mean, what's your name? Rufus. What's your name?
Jorf.
Jorver. Yes, you can.
Rufus.
You make a perception check too.
A perception.
Yeah, you're standing really close, so it's not really hard to see. Where you are standing, there's something different about the wall. Like it's black, or it's like it's some different kind of stone. Not entirely sure, but it's kind of behind the moss. You can just see a bit of it.
I'd like to investigate this further.
Yeah, sure, you can investigate.
Oh yeah, fucking runes. Fucking runes. Oh,
Yeah.
fucking runes.
Come
Okay,
on.
Don't
I need
fuck with
to.
runes.
Oh yeah, I fucking love runes. Oh god, yeah.
No. Okay. So you remove some of the moss, the vegetation, and you reveal that there's like a black, shiny surface embedded in the wall. It's very smooth. Looks like.
Yeah, but are there runes though?
No,
You
it
need to know
doesn't.
if there's runes.
Doesn't see any runes. It looks like some
Oh.
kind of shell or ceramic or something. And there's
Blue
like
balls again, Jova.
there's a crack. There's a crack in it, like a small opening leading into some kind of dark crevice, but it's too small for any of you to pass through. But when you do investigate and you see that, then the doctor comes in and says, "Oh, what is that? That's really shiny. Is that something? What is that?
It's some kind of door, I think.
A door."
Possible.
Well,
I
you
guess these
don't.
creatures must have fit through.
The creatures are pretty much completely boneless. You have noticed since you've pretty much dissected them many times, so they could probably squeeze through.
But how
Maybe
are we going to get
The
through
big
there?
one, not the big one. So
Maybe we could try to take a peek inside. Shed some light inside.
We have
Yes.
2 strong minotaurs.
Bless,
Bless you.
Thank you.
Minotaurs can break it open.
Oh, let's be careful first. Maybe I can like cast light through the crack.
you can cast that, yes.
Right. I will try to cast it through the crack to the nearest surface I can see.
Yes, you do that, and it lights up inside, and I guess you peek inside.
Mhm.
Okay, I will reveal some of what you see. It's not, don't see a lot. This is just a small crack. But you look inside.
How thick does the door seem?
Well, it doesn't look like a natural door. It's just a crack in this.
Sorry, yeah. Does it?
this strange
it seem-
material.
Does it seem quite thin?
The material notes it's thick. It looks sturdy. Well, you
I
could
would
try
like
to break it open if you want.
I would like to charge it at the wall, saying every opening is an entrance if you're brave enough.
Ah.
Yes, you
Wow.
can.
Did Hotmess wrote that to you?
Wow.
Yeah, you can charge at the wall and make an
I
attack.
did whisper him. I did whisper him saying, "Ram the crack, charge it."
All
I
right.
do it myself, but I'm worried at 4 HP that I may die.
Yes, make an attack. Okay, you smack your head into it. I mean, it really hurts.
I guess
You-
roll damage.
You take
See?
one slashing damage to your face because the edges are pretty sharp, and you
Does,
don't actually deal damage to it. The attack, it didn't hit. It's really hard material. It didn't deal any damage or anything. So you take
just hear Garion say, "Allow me, brother."
Okay.
I would like to cast guidance on Jerry
Unneeded.
before he tries it. I do it anyway.
So I do exactly the same, and I get a 20.
What does guidance do?
Yeah.
You can add a D4 to the ability check,
Oh, okay, so
but you have to be a willing creature.
Well, this
Ability
is
check or attack
it's
bonus?
not an ability check. He's attacking.
Oh yeah, well, it's an attack.
Yeah, so you
oh yeah, you're talking about bless.
Yeah.
Guidance
Yeah,
is the
yeah.
ability, and bless is the. Okay,
Mhm.
so
well you smack
20?
into it. Yes, you do hit. You deal damage, and is that your damage roll?
9 piercing.
Yeah, you smack into it really hard, and it really hurts your face. You also take one slashing damage to your face, but you do damage it. It cracks a bit. Looks like you could pry it open, maybe.
Stand down, boys. Hey, Doc, didn't you say you were an engineer?
Oh yes. I do have a doctorate in engineering. Yes.
You can blow this up, right?
Would you like me to try to cut? Oh, I do have I got a welding torch. I can try to cut it off.
Can
Yeah,
I?
It
right.
seems.
Can I have your healing? Can I have your healing potion before you do that? I feel a little woozy.
Yes, sure. That will be 50 gold pieces.
Does he hold out the potion?
Sure.
Right, I'd like to just grab it from him.
Okay. Well,
Oh,
make a dexterity check. You have disadvantage.
6.
Okay, and I'll make one too. Well, that's a 3.
Hey!
So you do grab it out of his
It's like the
hands,
slowest grab ever. It's like,
and he goes, "No, wait, what? No, what did you?
and I
That's
just
mine.
chug it.
That's mine."
I chug it.
Okay.
Garion, don't steal
Garion.
from our boss.
Can't do that stuff.
Yes, I really don't. I do not appreciate this. This is.
I just. Do I actually have any money on me?
Because they lived in the wild, they don't have shit.
Yeah, we don't.
Probably.
I guess I just chuck my explorer's pack at him and say, "Here."
What is this? Trash. You owe me 50 gold. Take this back. You're not getting any loot when we're done with this. You barbarian.
It's worth 50 gold.
Doctor,
Yes.
you promised us 100 gold for this mission. Would it be an idea to deduct 50 of it for the potion?
That does make sense to me. Yes, thank you. Okay, so
I look really angry at Garion.
so you can roll whatever the potion does. It's just a normal healing potion.
Oh God!
It's not even a high roll.
Did you roll
Yeah,
2
24
once?
plus 2. That's true.
Yep.
You roll the minimum amount. That's what you get.
Mhm.
50 gold for that.
Yeah.
You get pop a potion.
So you
Maybe
can
we
heal
could
yourself.
Over half.
Could just take a tiny rest. You'll feel better after. I'm sure it's fine.
Gary just says that I don't really want to be sleeping or resting next to the corpses of something that has burny
No,
stuff inside them.
I agree, but we can leave this cave, go above ground for a bit.
Well, he drunk the potion already. Let's just continue for now.
That is true. I don't want to go back into this horrible cave once I left it. This is
S-
absolutely.
Same here.
Well,
Jarius, just take your brother aside and talk to him, will you?
okay. So while you do that, Stampy Woggle will
Just-
attempt to attack. Will attempt to weld at the wall.
So while Stampy Woggle's doing that, Gary just goes to Jerry and goes,
I don't think I did anything wrong. He offered me the potion and was talking about this gold stuff. I know these. Look, that backpack was worth something.
Not as much as a potion. You fool.
I was
there,
hurt.
I'm like, there, you did nothing wrong.
Thank
You
you.
did good. You did good.
I killed things.
Yes. Kid Raker!
Kinraker. Kinraker? Kinraker.
Butt scratcher. Well, anyway.
Gary and Butt Scratcher. Butt Scratcher!
So Dr. Stampy Woggle, he uses his welding torch really well. He's really good at this, and he just does a nice clean cut of the part of the broken off shell, and it breaks off, and he grabs it. It's like a piece of broken off black ceramic, whatever strange thing this is, and he looks at it, and this is really shiny. Can I keep this? Or yes, I would like to investigate what this is. Well, maybe later. Anyway, I think I've opened up the passage. You could probably squeeze through now. If yes, please go first. I do not want to go first.
I can go first.
I
Kid Raker!
can
Well,
go.
here, have some more light.
Okay.
More light.
So you what's your name? Jarius.
There,
You squeeze through then.
yes, to make a hole big enough for everybody to pass.
Okay, so you try to with your body make the hole bigger. Okay.
Yes.
You take 1 point of slashing damage doing that because
damage.
it's got some sharp edges in here. But you do make it bigger. Everybody is feeling very pleased with that. Yes, except for you. So you have 9 health now.
Thank
And
you for your
I guess you look inside. You can make a perception check looking inside, and I'll reveal.
Well, I do have light, so on me, so right? So I
Yeah,
see
you can see well. And a perception check, please.
Can I whisper something to Jorfer?
Yes.
Oi! 21.
Those two will probably not live long.
Say what?
We know them for some time, don't we?
Yes,
Just out
not
of,
like
out
this.
of character. No, probably like this as well. Don't expect this is new behavior.
So Jarius looks inside, and he really looks through the darkness here, and he sees a lot. And he sees the rest of this place, whatever this is. And I'll reveal the rest of that. And he looks down this long corridor, and it's all black, the same black strange material, and the edges are pretty sharp sometimes. It looks like it could be dangerous if you were not careful, like if you were running through it. Could be bad, but if you move slowly, it should probably be fine, so you don't get cut.
So, like, if somebody, not saying anyone would, but for example, if somebody would say, goring charge at anything, it would be a bad time.
Yes, you should probably have think of it as difficult terrain. Also, don't move in yet.
Oh, sorry.
And yes, if you move at full speed, you would take damage from this. Also, Jarius, you do see that there are some places here which are more dangerous. Like you could, if you weren't watching yourself, you'd fall down and probably hurt yourself. But you can point it out to people, and it shouldn't be a problem getting past it. And at the end, the tunnel does seem to get really small. You might have to crawl to get through it, but you do see something really clearly at the end of the tunnel, and it is something really shiny.
Oof.
Really shiny. Not sure what, but there is something there.
Is it runes?
Please say it's runes.
You don't know.
I hope it's runes. Oh.
Runes.
So now, everyone else, you can do what you want now.
I'd like to
Alright.
go through the crack in the wall.
What do you see in there?
I would also like to follow these people.
Yeah, I think Jarius.
Garion, do not charge because there are a lot of holes in here.
I
Please
too
do
will
not
enter this
follow.
glory hole.
Yes.
This is one glorious hole that I made.
I would like to examine this
Glory
shiny
to the hole, brother.
I would like to examine this shiny black stuff that we're standing on.
Yes, the
Does it
walls
look-
and what everything is
Yeah.
made of. Yes, you can roll.
It's like, is it stone or you said carapace or ceramics?
Well, you can roll nature or investigation depending on what you want to find out. If you want to find out if it is natural or if you just want to investigate. Also, you should stop moving while we're doing stuff.
Okay, do you want us to go all the way back to where we were at the start?
No, I see you have
Oh, there.
gone through. You can stay there. So,
I'd like to
Senue.
know if it's natural.
Okay, so roll nature. Well, this doesn't seem like rock. Doesn't seem like somebody crafted it, because it doesn't look like a tunnel that should be traveled through. It's pretty dangerous. So it could be like maybe shell of some dead creature, or you're not sure. You haven't seen any
Yeah,
material like this before.
Maybe like very hard beetle or crab shell?
Could be something like that.
It's not something like obsidian, is it?
Senue says no, it's not stone.
What stone?
Wait,
Not stone.
Senue,
Yeah, okay.
didn't you take a drawing of the images on the wall? Weren't they describing some kind of large insectoid creature?
Yes, like a snake body with a sickle-shaped head?
Yes, and a
Moon-shaped head?
long snake-like body, yes.
And I'm seeing here this very natural material that might be a creature. It's a very long and narrow tunnel.
Oh,
You
dog,
don't
watch out for the holes.
suppose-
Well, there's
I-
no hole there. That's just the entrance.
Okay.
All you hear is, ah!
Right.
Doctor, no!
Well,
Joffa has an ominous feeling about where we are. He doesn't want to quite voice it to anybody
Yeah,
yet.
yeah. I think Joffrey and Zenue might exchange some looks, and they
Yeah.
both just don't say anything.
okay.
You just hear Garion shout from like deep inside the echoes off the walls. Hurry up! There's something down here.
Yes, as soon as the doctor moves in, he also sees this shiny thing, and he goes, "Oh, look, that's good. That has to be. Look at that. Look at how shiny that is. That's gotta be it. That has to be the magic thing. I'm sure. Yeah, just you cow people, you go down there, and I mean, don't. It's ours. I mean, it belongs to everyone. You can't just take things. We're supposed to.
Doctor,
Yes.
Doctor, run as quickly as you can down the passageway.
you
I don't
hear them
want
saying
to.
before that they don't like to be called cow people. They're pretty strong.
Well, I
also
don't
think
like
they might
them
be
either.
They got pretty aggressive last time. Don't let them smack you.
Well, if they do, I will fire them, and I will leave them on this little island, and they can live here with snails.
Yes, but you also can't do that because they're also part of our group.
I
you should not do that.
guess. Yeah, roll persuasion.
I'm also
Good
getting worried
persuasion,
how
actually.
literal firing people will be.
Yeah. I will fire him with actual fire.
So
For my flamethrower.
the doctor says, "Yes, okay, that makes sense. I mean, yeah, I shouldn't leave people here. It's pretty. I don't know if they could survive. They seem pretty stupid."
You just hear from down the tunnel as well. It's a nerd following us.
So, and also about these holes in the floor, it's not really holes that are really deep. I mean, you'd fall down maybe a meter or so, and you would cut yourself. You wouldn't fall like to the.
A
You
meter?
wouldn't
What's
fall
this?
off the island or something. I don't know feet. What are feet?
3 feet.
Yeah. use feet like barbarians do.
And also the two minotaurs, when they come up to the end, they notice that it's really tight. Like one person could go through and crawl to the end. You couldn't both do that. Well, if you did, the other one wouldn't be able to get out unless the other one got out of the way. So you could fit one person at a time through the end of the tunnel.
Rock, paper, scissors.
I mean, it's an approved method of decision making.
Roll a d3. I don't know who won.
Dang it.
Carrion has won.
Okay.
Rock, paper. Yeah.
So I go first.
Yes.
I basically squeezing past to be like, get out, got right.
Yes. And you
It's
move.
quite tight in here.
Yeah, you crawl.
Jesus.
You crawl to
Jesus
the end of the
Christ.
tunnel, and what you find there on the ground, you see there's a body here.
Oh.
And it's humanoid, but it's really, really old. Like it looks mummified. And you don't see any clothes or anything. It's just this mummified body, and he's holding onto the shiny thing. And the shiny thing is a spear that is sticking out of the ground, and he's holding it like he's forcing it down into the ground. And the spear looks like it's made of crystal blue glowing, and it looks really cool. Looks really nice.
Is the shaft of the spear also made of crystal, or is that made of wood?
It is made of crystal too. All of it. So,
Does it seem quite sturdy? Do I think like if I applied enough pressure, I could snap a bit of it off?
snap the
artifacts.
spear off?
Yeah, like if I could snap like a fifth of the end of the spear off.
Why
Well-
would you just not grab the spear?
Roll investigation. Just looking at it. Well, you kind of feel it, and it feels like really sturdy. It feels like it's stuck so hard that it doesn't even move. You would think that it could like shift back and forth a bit because it's a long spear and it's just stuck in the ground, but it doesn't budge at all. You can't move it at all. It's just completely stuck to exactly the same position. You cannot move it back or forth.
If I use my bladed gauntlets to scratch around where the spear's stuck in, does the ground seem to give way? Like, does it feel like if I was there long enough, I could scratch away around the spear to like lift it out?
You try to do that, but the ground here, it seems strange. It's much harder than you tried to attack the wall, and it seemed like you could maybe break it open, but this seems like you literally cannot damage the ground around the spear. It just doesn't give way in any way.
I take a deep breath and then pull on it as hard as I can.
Yes, you pull on it. You don't need to roll. It doesn't move.
Have you told us what you've seen there?
Not yet. Not
Right.
yet. You just hear the grunting sound. I try pushing the spear further down.
Yeah, you try that. Doesn't move.
I turn back and say to Jarius, not so that it like maybe it echoes all the way down so you can hear it, but you just hear Gary and go, I hate to say it, brother, but for once I don't think I'm strong enough. Do you mind giving me a little help here?
Well, you can't both fit in there. You would have to leave, and he would have to go
I'd
down.
I'd leave and let him go.
Okay.
And then while Jarius basically goes up to it, I walk back to just go. Yeah, there's a crystal spear there, but it won't move at all. It won't go down. It won't go up. I couldn't even break it.
Oh, what? You tried to break it? What are you? How? You are. Okay, let me look at
You
that.
said,
Just
you said
you
to
Minotaur
me that
cows,
I
get
owed
out of
you
here.
money.
You
Doctor,
You said
let
I
me
owed
see
you
what
money.
that
I
is.
was taking some. I was trying to take something for us so we could actually have some money. You're just.
What
You're
we find here,
miserly, you are.
what we find here
You're
belongs
keeping
to
everything for
everyone.
yourself.
No, we're supposed to divide this equally. You've already stolen from me. What we find here, we divide equally when we are done. So get out of this hole.
You
Don't.
tried-
This is clearly a magical item. Get
You-
out
you
of this
tried
hole
ripping
and
me
don't
off.
break it. Don't break
You
it.
tried
This is.
ripping me off with 50 gold. I'll do what I damn well please.
Garion, shut up and walk back.
He ripped me off. I'm tired of it. Just like stumps up here. Like I'm going outside.
Sulk. Right.
Okay.
I would like to go outside as well and take a peek at the carvings again.
Yes.
Do I see anything like a spear in there, like in the really big creature?
Well, you do look around a bit more, yes, and you do see. You didn't notice it before. It just looks like a line, like an arrow, but you do see a bunch of the small creatures standing around something that could be that spear, and it's kind of some lines going from it, like it's shiny.
And these small creatures, I didn't ask before, but these small creatures, do they look like these billiths?
Yes.
Yeah. All
Well,
right.
they are pretty simple, but they're kind of round with some legs and
Yeah.
a
I
spear.
assume it's the same.
Yes.
Okay. And you said see multiple of these lines, spears.
No, this is one spear,
Just
but
one.
it has some lines coming off of it, like it is shiny.
Ah, like it's shiny. I see.
Yes.
And if I look at this very big creature, where's the spear in relation to his body?
Well, the spear, it's a bit. Well, it's kind of close to like the middle somewhere. Kind of on its back. Well,
Garion leans into the hole and goes like,
If that little nerd doesn't know how to get it out, just use some explosives.
so the little nerd, he asks he asks the other Minotaur, "Oh, can you please get out of the way? I need to go down there. This is important things here. This is what we were looking for. Please, I can deal with this. I know."
Well, I'm stuck.
Nice.
Okay. Well, would you like to try to get free?
Well, I'm stuck. So. I
So
don't
that's
know how
what
to
you're
get out.
that's what you're telling the doctor.
Yes.
just scream down
Okay.
the hole. Kinraker!
Well, then the doctor will shout back then, "Oh, this idiot has gotten himself stuck. He's too fat. You have to pull him out, I guess. Just get him
He
away
keeps
from
calling my
there."
brother fat. I'm gonna gore him.
Joffa sighs and beckons to Leonard. Come on.
I move along.
I could literally skewer him on one tusk. Do you see the abuse he's given us anyway?
Well, to be fair, you are a bit brash.
Joffa,
Sometimes caution is advised.
He's been nothing but mean to me.
So
Joffa attaches his grappling hook to Jarius's belt
Nothing can go wrong here.
and plays out the rope a little bit.
Just big dangly Minotaur penis on display.
Why are you touching my underwear?
Okay, Leonard.
Consent! Consent!
On the count of 3, let's try and pull this oath out.
well, actually, Jarius, are you actually stuck or are you pretending to be stuck?
Well, I am stuck.
Okay, so you are stuck. Then
So out of character, mate, are you actually stuck in character?
No,
'Cause-
I'm not stuck.
Okay.
well, that's what I mean. I'm talking to you as the DM, so you're pretending to be stuck.
Yes.
Okay, then these two will make a strength check, try to pull you out because they think you're stuck, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
And
Guess you'd
you,
have to oppose the strength check.
yes, you make one too, pretending to be stuck.
Oof.
That's a save. Make a strength
Oh.
check.
They do the same.
That's
So-
the same because of
Oh.
strength modifier.
Okay, well your
Jarius.
Jorfus, Jorfius, Jorius,
Darius.
Jorfer.
Jorfor.
Jorfer's doing well, and he's good at pulling things, climbing, good at roping, and he pulls you back, and you cannot resist him. But it's pretty easy to see that you are resisting him, so he notices that you're just fucking with us.
Jorfa removes the grappling hook, but taking not much care to rip Darius's pants while he does so.
Oops.
I shouldn't have said anything.
Okay, so please stop this foolishness. Just let me get in there. Whatever you're doing, just get out of here, please.
Go
careful.
outside to your brother, cow. Man.
Witness my mighty spear.
Be careful, Doctor.
Yes,
Oh,
thank
God.
you.
Just Minotaur balls wafting in the breeze.
So the doctor crawls in to this space to examine it, and he looks at this, and he sees it's gotta be something magical here. He examines that and rolls something.
Do you think it can be pried loose?
Well, looking at this, it's stuck. Well, it's clearly.
Does
So
Garion hear him say, looking at this, it's stuck?
So the Minotaur was not the only thing that was stuck.
Well, it
He yells down, I
seems
told you it was stuck.
he's gonna.
Nerd.
You shut up,
Right.
Garion. We can hear you over.
I move back inside.
Nerd.
I don't feel welcome there.
Well, you're an engineer, Doctor. Can't you think of any way to get it out?
Yeah, he does some investigation and he looks at it and says, "This is not natural. There's something here preventing us from pulling it because it should move slightly at least. It doesn't look like it's that stuck. Let me think about this."
You have that laser cutter welder thingy, right?
Yes, I'm just so upset with those cow people. I just can't think straight.
If you say this is a magical weapon, right?
Yes.
As far as I know, the scholars at our house always said that magical items could not be broken by non-magical means, which means you could burn it loose, right?
Well, there's. Yeah, I'll try. Okay then. So he pulls out his welding gun and he uses it on the ground around the item.
In the meantime, I'd like to show Jofor my drawing of the sketch outside, the carvings, and just point at what I think would be the spear and what it might.
Okay.
Show him a picture of the hentai you're drawing.
Yeah. Of
Well,
the
let's-
These two-
spear and this tentacle. Yeah.
and two cow brothers.
Are you showing me some runes?
Well, they're carving. You've seen these before.
I like runes.
I like room.
I know.
Well, the doctor, he does try to break the ground around here, but it just doesn't seem to do any damage to it. I mean, he looks pretty confused, but then he says, like, there is something sealing this item here, like a magic. Well, this mummified creature is holding on to it. Maybe he
A
did
mummified
something.
what?
Oh yeah, you didn't see that? Yeah, there is a body lying here. Didn't the cows tell you about that?
No,
There's-
let me see.
Okay then.
Garion shouts down, going, "Why don't we just use the acid from these monsters to burn away at the shell?"
Well, I have moved out. You are moving in then?
Yes, I will move in. I see the spear, but I will mostly focus on the body.
Okay.
No one listens to Garion's suggestion because they're so
No.
used to him being an
Can
idiot.
you
Yeah.
can you try
Correct.
it on the outer side over there first?
Good. Oh, what, like, yeah.
Actually, a good
Um,
suggestion.
So what he does is he goes and grabs. Actually, I should have a water skin. So he goes up to the body of the dead
Make an
blob.
intelligence check. -1. Yeah, that's what you got.
10.
Okay. Yeah, sure, could work.
Okay, so I go into go to the lob, get the canteen, scoop up as much as I can very quickly so it doesn't burn all the way through. Then get it and pour it on the outside of the a little bit. Just test it on the outside of the door.
Yeah, you pour it on the shell. It runs down the shell. It's poison. It's not acidic or anything. It doesn't do anything to the shell.
Can I roll an intelligence check to point out that it was the snail's blood that was acidic?
Sure.
I yell down, the Bellith's blood didn't work.
You idiot! It was the snail's blood that was acidic.
Was it?
No, it
Yeah.
was poison.
Oh,
Well, so anyway, what
so
are
I
you
pull
doing?
that out
Anyway.
and then I go find one of the snails, like
There
where it
should've-
bled.
No, there should have been a few of those pots there, right? They were
Oh yeah, there's the pots.
yes, they were draining them.
Oh,
You-
so I do the same with pots. I just grab one of the pots and pour it on the door, see if it burns it.
You throw it on the door. It kind of sizzles a bit. Doesn't actually damage the material.
So it seemed like if there was enough of it, it could work.
Probably not.
it was a
Alright.
good try.
In the meantime, I want to
I think it's gonna work.
investigate this corpse. Like, can I see what kind of creature it was? You said humanoid, but can I see what species?
You can make a nature medicine. What would you make?
I mean, I like medicine. I don't mind knowing what it died of either.
Yeah, you can make medicine check, and you can make investigation too. Perception,
Nice.
no. Medicine and investigation.
Alright, so I'll start with medicine. Wow. Alright, and
It's
investigation.
Yeah, you see, it's a mummified body. It's really old. Probably must be old. If it's had any clothes or anything, you can't see them. There's like some dust around him. Not sure what that is. And he's holding onto the spear really tightly.
And
the-
the body looks like it was just jamming the spear into the ground
Yes. And holding on to it.
and holding.
What happens if you move the body away or break the arm?
It might be slightly disrespectful, but I guess
Remove the fingers from the weapon.
I will try that to move the hands
Yes.
from the weapon.
You
This is
move
no
the
time to be
fingers.
courteous, scholar.
And you move the fingers away, and hands drop down limply, and he's just dead. The spear doesn't move. Well, Stampy Woggle behind you, he says, well, I think there is some magic, as I said, sealing the spear to the ground. Do you know any magic? Can you look at that? I'm not entirely sure what it is, but I could. There's some spells that might be able to break, like an arcane seal. You're a cleric, aren't you?
I have radiant magic, and I have to say I'm a bit out of holy energy. Do some small cantrips right now,
Well, you can make an arcana check.
right?
Clerics are not known for arcana checks.
No, I'm not. It's not my area of expertise, but I can of course try.
Well, that's not bad.
I'm apparently better at it than medicine. I guess I didn't have my book to read for the medicine, so.
Yeah, well, when you heard what Stampy Woggle had to say, you kind of look around and you see there's something weird going on there. Like, it's hard to see, but it's kind of a different kind of glow around the base of the spear where it's stuck, and the spear itself. It seems like it is sealed by some kind of magic. You don't have any spells to deal with that yourself, but maybe someone else does.
Yeah, does someone have a spell to maybe dispel this?
Well, if that's an arcane seal, then I do have something. You know about the knock spell that can open doors, but it can also break like arcane locks. Well, it doesn't actually break them, but it does disrupt them for a while. If I were to cast the knock, I think I could
Sounds-
loosen the
Is that
seal.
also one of the things that makes a lot of sound?
Knock, yes, it does. A pretty loud sound.
Right, then
Loud knock.
Chris, we're in a pretty confined space, so I'll move back a bit. Don't want to get.
Yes, I'll move back myself.
Yeah, I'll make some space. I will stand close because it's pretty interesting.
Okay, guys, I'm gonna cast the knock spell. And when he does that, there's this glow and this big sound like a boom knock, like knocking on something, like something hard, and this kind of reverberates down this corridor and it hurts your ears a bit. And as he's looking at the spear, that glow around it kind of lightens a bit, and he reaches out, touches the spear, and it feels like it gives way a bit. He's gonna try to pull it out himself.
Did it
See
work?
if that works. Well, yeah,
I
guys,
tried
I
to-
think that's loosened it. It's gonna be loose for 10 minutes now. But because of my spell, I've disrupted the arcane seal. I'll try to pull it out. Or well, if I don't do well, I'm not very strong. Maybe somebody else wants to try, but yeah,
We
I'll
have
try
two-
it.
We have
Is
two
there
guys
any
over here.
way to assist him, or is it just too narrow there?
Yeah, can only be one person there.
One.
We have two
Ca-
guys
can
around
I-
here waiting to help.
Can I? Oh, I want to say I can cast guidance on this, but I don't think it will help him much.
Okay, so he just pulls at it and goes, okay, I'll leave.
I look at the mass of muscle behind me, next to me. I guess it's up to you guys now. And I step
Okay,
out of the way.
please be careful, Minotaur man. Don't break. Well, I guess you can't actually break it if it's really magical. I think it is. Well, please try it then.
Alright, I
Garion
will cast
rushes through
guidance
the
on
hallway.
Oh, did you move really fast?
Yeah. Like I said, I will cast guidance on you, so you can roll a d4 before your check.
Jarius, did you rush through the hallway or did you move slowly?
I move slowly.
Okay.
I dodged all the feet.
That's good. So you have guidance and roll a strength check and also a d4.
Oof.
Okay, roll a
Amazing.
d4
Plus-
also.
You might need this.
Yeah, you rolled really big. You
Twen-
grab the
nine,
spear
six.
and you just rip it out. And you're holding a crystal spear in your hand. And everybody, every single person make a perception check.
What happened?
He got spear.
Jofa
Yes.
looks concernedly at Zenui, seeing that he has noticed something possibly wrong with this situation.
Well, Garion and let me see.
Zenue?
Garion, yes, and Senue, you do notice something. Senue, you saw him pull this out, and after he had done that, you notice some rumbling, like something. It's very faint. It's hard to, but this felt like the ground moved a little bit.
Yes.
And
Zenui already had some suspicions, and when he feels the ground moving, his suspicions are getting more suspicious.
okay, and Garius, is that your name? I forgot. Yeah, Garion. You sense it more clearly, like the cave shook a little bit. You're not sure why. You didn't see the spear getting pulled out.
It's amplified through his hooves.
Alright.
Yeah.
Feels
Zenui
it more.
will shout like, Jarius, let's go, doctor. We're getting out of here.
Okay.
What happened?
What
happened in
why?
there?
What's going on?
I have a very bad feeling about this. Let's get the lead out of this area.
Okay, do you
I had
want
a
to
bad
move?
feeling about
Want to
this.
move fast out of this hole?
Well, carefully, but in a reasonable tempo.
Okay, you're moving at half speed through this tunnel, and everybody's leaving then.
Up,
Come on.
2, 3, 4, Kingrakers is who you call. Turn, turn.
And
Come on,
you're
Doc.
moving.
Let's keep you safe.
You're
the
moving
only
pretty
one who can fly us
slowly.
out of here.
So stop moving now, and you can sense again rumbling, and this time everybody feels it. There's something something shaking, like the cave is shaking, and
Run!
that's what you feel. And so everybody starts running as fast as
Let's
you
get
can.
out.
Well, as soon as
Uh,
you're out of the cave, I guess you start
yeah.
running.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
So you
Start running
start
through the other.
you start running at double speed, so movement and dash, and you make it to this corridor, so everybody can move there.
I
Running.
keep my sword in front of me with the light on it.
Yeah, running as fast as you can. So everybody move there. And when you do
Don't
get
stand on top of me.
there, when you get there in front of you, there's a rock falls down from the ceiling. Doesn't hit anyone, but it does fall down, and it looks like this is dangerous because things are moving, and it's shaking again, and even more than before. Where is my rock? I had a picture of a rock.
A suspicious rock, even.
That's a rock.
Yes. Very suspicious.
It's not very suspicious. It fell from the ceiling, so everybody can keep running. You run as fast as you can, as you notice
Go,
this isn't
out.
safe. So you run to the next part of the cave, and you see the snails in there. They have moved around a bit. Actually, the snails would have left. Snails aren't there anymore. None of them
Good
are
job,
there
snails.
anymore. Yeah,
Who does-
the ones that are damaged too have crawled out. Well, you're not sure where they are. They're just not in there anymore. So when
like
you
a big
reach,
trail of slime.
yeah, there's a lot of slime. Well, when you stop moving. When you reach this part, there's another rumbling, and it's shaking even more. And again, there's a rock. But again, you're lucky it doesn't hit anyone. So it just falls down, like next to you, and you're pretty scared. And start running even faster. And you run into the next room. Everybody run to the next room. And again, things are shaking like there's rocks falling.
You're rolling pretty good.
These rocks have shit aim.
Well, it's not really that I'm doing. Low rolls are actually bad for you. Garion. No, actually, Yorfer. Yorfer, there's a rock. It fell on you. It really hurts. It wasn't that incredibly huge, but it's bad. Yes, make a dexterity saving throw. That's nice. Yeah. You take half damage from the rock. And you take 3 damage from the rock. So,
Lucky.
oh, you got 2 health left.
Yep.
And there was a second rock falling down, and it's not good for you. It hit Jarius. Jarius, you make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh god.
Okay, that's a 12. You take full damage from this rock. It just hit you in your stupid head.
Even the rock thinks you're stupid.
You take 5 damage from a rock in your head. You are behind. So you would be at what? 9 minus 5? 4. So, I guess everybody gets really scared now. Rocks are actually hitting people. So you run really fast and you get to the opening and you get out.
Up,
I
out.
will keep my shield above my head to make sure that the opening is free and make sure that people pass through.
And as Lad assists me up, I will then pull him up. Or try to.
Okay.
Yeah, let's run towards the ship.
And also,
run.
when you are up
I would-
here, Uh, yeah, you can. I'm just gonna tell you what you see up here. You see
Okay.
the really damaged snails are up here too, and they're with the first snail, and they're all together, and they look happy. Though they are might be concerned because ground is shaking. Yeah. So what are you doing, Senway?
Well, seeing as I still have suspicions, I take a quick peek around if I don't see a giant snake with a sickle-shaped head.
Yeah.
Just in case.
Roll a perception to look around, see what's happening. You look around. The island. It's shaking. Seems unstable. But you don't see any giant monsters around. So
That's good. I guess I will ask the doctor, like, we have the treasure, we go?
well, yeah, that's gotta be the thing, and things are shaking. I would suggest we get to the ship and get out of here, because I'm sure we have what we came for. That's really shiny. Who actually has the spear? Who is holding it?
Jarius.
Jarius, yes, you are. Okay. Well, yeah, I suggest we run real fast. And as you're talking, the ground shakes even more. And this time, there's like a big crack appearing in the ground. And it doesn't look like a good thing.
Oh,
So, do you see
Doctor?
that which I draw?
yeah.
Yes,
Yeah,
we
that's
see.
good.
It looks very ominous.
Yes.
Garion says to the doctor, "Tell the snails to get on the ship."
Yes.
Sidney looks very, very weird behind him. Like, what?
We should have enough space for them,
You just
right?
stabbed the snail. What's this?
I didn't stab a snail. My brother stabbed a snail.
Well,
Let's go.
you stupid cow! I can't speak snail. And let's just start running towards the ship.
I look at the snails. I shout at them, as in, "If you want to live, get to the ship."
Okay, they
I
look.
try to do that very persuading.
Okay, roll persuasion. Okay.
Can we go past the crack?
The snails, they do really like you, so they start moving
Oh yeah.
really slowly.
I
Real
pull up
slowly.
a large bit of the bacon that I have, and I start waving it towards the snails, and then I run towards the ship.
Yeah. Everybody runs real fast, and everybody makes it about over there to the other side of the crack. Everybody can move there.
Right.
And when you get there, there's a new rumbling, and things are breaking, and there's a new crack. It doesn't look good at all, but nobody's caught by it or anything. And the snails move super slowly. So slow.
Try to wave the bacon more frantically.
So I guess everybody would keep running.
Yes.
And everybody makes it up to the ship. So you can stand on the ship now.
Alright.
I wait for the people to get on the ship. I cut the rope loose, and I hold onto the rope because I'm afraid that the ship will go away without me.
Lena, just get on the ship and then cut the rope. Get on.
Do you want me to start the engines? I mean, it's not on the ship. Get on the ship.
Heroes will be heroes.
And I
Get on.
run towards the ship, and I take a heroic leap.
No,
Okay.
stop being stupid. There's a stair. Walk the
take the
plank.
stairs.
Come on.
Okay, you
I get
take
up
the
on the ship.
stairs. Yeah.
I
So
take it in and I take it high.
the snail are moving
These are
super
very
slowly.
brave.
Snails are moving really, really slowly. So do you want to wait for them?
We can.
Well,
Why don't we wait for them in the air?
things are breaking apart. You see.
Hey, Doc, can you fly us over closer to the snails? I've got an idea.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I'll start the engines. Okay. Well, we're going now. Putting the dragon gas in, and starting the engines. Yeah. Yeah. Didn't I tell you this? Runs on dragon gas.
Wait, dragon gas? That comes out of their backsides, doesn't it?
Yes, that's what we're doing. It's farting along. Let's go. So we're just flying it closer, and you can all move to the new position.
You're forgetting us.
Yeah, you have to move up there too. So he's flying about as close as he can, and under all of this, you see more cracks forming, and things are breaking apart. Okay, well, we're here now. What do you want to do?
If I attach my grappling hook to Garion's net, and he can throw it on the snails.
Oh, that is badass.
Nice.
Yes, well, as you do that, there's more. As you start putting that together, there's more cracks, and the snails start trying to move closer towards you. But one of them, he's just falls down the crack, and he's gone.
Oh. Does he make a noise?
Well, he goes.
Thank you.
Yeah. So, what are you doing?
Who's doing the throwing of the net?
Garion needs to throw the net.
All right, you will get some guidance.
Okay. So, Garion, you're using the net and your. Oh.
Oh, it's
So
an
that's
attack.
your-
Then never mind.
So, which snail are you aiming for?
The
two in front.
closest. Yeah, the closest. Then the next one. Then the next one. Then the next one.
Well, the two in front are two that have been damaged. The one in the back is the one you first met. So you're throwing it at the closest one.
Yeah.
Well, as it hits him, he reaches out with his arm tentacles and grabs the net. And yes, you could try to pull him up. Pretty heavy. Make a strength.
So, if the two Minotaurs and myself, well, if we all try
Yeah,
and pull him up,
we can all help.
Can I use my chain to anchor it to the ship?
24. No need.
Yes, you pull this snail up, and it goes super well. But it does take some time, and things are just breaking. The islands really looks like it's falling apart, and it's really
Can
a
I
lot
get-
of cracks down there now.
Can I get another one?
Well, first, I'm just gonna see that this snail is gone. He falls down.
No, snail. Did it look like the snail could actually?
Yeah.
Did it look like the snail could actually grab the net on its own?
Yes, it did.
Or is it
The
not-
first one did grab the net when you threw it to him, so that you could pull him up. You can try to throw it to the last one again.
Yeah.
Yes, make an attack with a net.
22.
Yes, that's fine. And this snail grabs onto it, and he looks up at you, and especially the beautiful man, Leonard, and he looks really happy that you might save him. So make a strength, try to pull him. Strength check, that's a save. Well, Penstrol, and all three of you, this is so many. Well, the one who was
We'll help.
through the
There-
thing was Jarius. Well, you
there's
have to
pretty
say who helps. Penstrol rolls first, so I guess he helps Jarius because Jarius was throwing. No, Garion was throwing. So it's Penstrol who helps Garion. You didn't roll very well, but so he's still dangling there. You can't really get him up, and things are really breaking apart.
But if he is holding onto the net, but the net is not going up, he's still holding on, right?
Yeah,
Well,
he is holding on. You can't try again. So that would be Garion and somebody helping out.
Yeah.
Can I use the change to make it like an anchor at the ship so we can go harder?
Well, yeah, you can help. That would be. Who are you, Jarius? Yeah, you can roll a strength too and help out with your chain. You're both
Yes.
doing really well, and you manage to pull the snail out, and you get both the one of the really damaged snail and the first snail are both on the ship and really slimy. And the doctor goes, "What? What are you doing? This is a waste of time. The ship's gonna be smell terrible. Look
Let's
at
go."
this." Okay, then I'll let's.
Maybe they're the last of their species. Maybe we
Okay.
can sell them.
Yeah.
To
Oh.
like a collector.
Yes.
Maybe
Let's do that.
maybe
But
it's a
I
mating pair.
think we should get out of here first. Yes, I agree.
Garion is like 2 seconds away from yeeting the doctor off the ship.
Well, we're gonna. You're flying away now, as he's starting up the engines, going as fast as he can. And behind you,
Garion just says to the doctor, like, Doctor, just so you know, does anyone else know that you're on this mission with us? And do you have any family?
okay, I would like to roll insight on that.
I would like to roll deception because I'm trying to be as innocent as possible.
Yeah, do that. Well, my friend, Doctor, I don't remember his name.
Bart Snuggle Briarbranch.
Yes, thank you. I mean, he knows I'm here. He gave me the tip from to get here, and it worked out really well. I mean, we got this spear. It's magical. It really is. It must be worth a lot. Look at how shiny it is. And you fly away on the ship, and behind you.
No. Just let me finish.
I mean, there's not.
Do you know where he goes like, whereabouts does the professor live? Just like the exact coordinates.
Garion.
We don't have time for this.
Just quickly. Just do you know exactly where he is?
Well, he lives at the back in New Overlook. Where we came from.
I'm sure you have to lead us to it. All right, this is fine. Let's leave this island, please.
Garion, he's our pilot.
Yeah, we are flying away while we are talking, and while we do that, behind us we see. Actually, let me get to the right place.
He throws him off. We're too
You
late.
can't roll a 20 and just roll 20.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
not
sorry,
how
just
it works.
You have to tell me
No.
that you're doing something.
He's cheating.
I'm not cheating. I was rolling something.
You're not allowed to
see
throw him off.
Well, we fly away on the ship anyway, and behind us we see the island just completely breaking apart into little pieces, and the pieces just fall straight down into the Sea of Dreams. And
I casually walk over and put my hand onto the professor's, the doctor's shoulder. Goes, "We did well, little man."
yeah, I guess. But what? Wait. What is that? What is that?
I literally grab him by the shirt collar and goes, "I hope you're less of an asshole in your next incarnation," and drop him off the ship into the Sea of Dreams.
No. I would like to stop this.
Same here.
Okay, if you're doing something like that, then we're rolling initiative and we're fighting each other. Really? Do you want to do that?
No, we just want to stop him.
Because that's what you're doing.
This does feel like murder.
Yeah.
No, because it's not murder. Because he'll come back as a different person.
It's murder.
Garion,
are we actually saying that's murder?
that's murder.
Well, you are performing a hostile action, and it's gonna be initiative where you would fight each other.
It would. Right, I've got to go through the morality because Garion doesn't murder people, but his logic is that the Sea of Dreams changes people whenever you fall into it. He could come up as less of an asshole.
Yes,
yeah, but this current life would be lost, which means it's murder.
And the doctor
Okay,
will be able
all right.
to explain the spear to us, hopefully.
Okay, the retcon is then he puts his arm on his shoulder and goes, "I would very much like to throw you off this ship for being such an asshole, but you did us some good. Thank you," and pats him.
Okay, so
everyone is like trying to rush towards it, seeing what you're trying to do, and then turns around and like, oh fuck, did we just think this?
Everyone's rushing towards it, and then they see him just pass him on the head, and they all turn around and start whistling like.
yeah.
Well, I wasn't doing anything.
well,
I thought there is just a dream somewhere in the future, like a parallel universe where he's literally yeeted the Doctor off into the Sea of Dreams.
well, you are all. Let's just be quiet now. And the Doctor isn't really paying attention to what any of you are doing. He's just looking behind you, and he says, "What? Wait, what is that? What is that?" And I guess you all turn around and you look at what's left of the island, and it's just falling apart. And out of it comes something doesn't look very nice. Well, I'll show you what it looks like.
Does it have a moon-shaped head?
I think I already know what it looks like.
You think you know? Well, that's what it
the
looks like.
fuck?
Nice.
And
Awesome drawing.
Cool.
it is following. It starts following the ship.
Doctor, speed up. You have any cannons on this thing?
Okay, so you tell him to speed up,
Mm-hmm.
and he says,
And
"Oh,
ask if he has cannons.
I can. I mean, I can speed up. There's no weapons, but if I can feed if I put an entire tank of dragon gas into the engine, we could go a lot faster for a while. Should I? Yeah, okay. I'll go
That
down.
seems
I'll
like
do
a
that.
good idea.
Yes,
I'll do that.
else we'll
Yes.
die.
Yes, I'll do that. Okay, so he goes down below deck,
I
and
help him. I run after him and see if I can carry stuff.
yeah, you don't need to help him. He knows what he's doing. But yes, it's nice. So he puts the tank in there, and you feel like you're going really fast, like twice as fast at least. You just lurch forward the ship, and then you start going real fast. And
This one nice beast that you created there.
Yeah.
yes, thank you.
Pretty good.
You move ahead a bit, but then you look behind you, and this creature is still following you. He's not gaining on you, but he is matching your speed. You're going really fast, though. He's going really fast, too.
Garion runs over to the doctor and goes, "Doctor, do you have another canister of dragon gas?"
Well, these are really expensive.
Just tell me, do you have another one? Quick!
I got like 4.
Okay,
I mean, we need them.
grab me one and some rope.
Oh, okay. Well, no, real. I
Grab one.
make
Just go
a
grab one.
persuasion because he really doesn't want to give you anything.
Oh, that's performance. 14.
That's
God damn it, it's
perception.
perception.
Persuasion.
What? Persuasion. Jesus.
Low intelligence. That's what happens.
I'll give you disadvantage because he hates you. Okay.
16.
16. Yeah, he'll take one tank and go. Okay. Well, I'll hope this will help. Then I guess here you get a yellow tank of dragon gas. This is dangerous. I mean, this is explosive stuff.
He
That's the point.
so he straps he like ties rope around the canister from his explorer's pack, takes a torch and puts it in his belt, and goes to Joffre and goes, "It's been an honor, my friend, but I need one last thing from you." As if you know
Thinking.
what to do.
What are you thinking? You can't grapple off the ship into him.
I can and I will. Do it.
No, there's another way. I think I know what we have to do.
Well, the doctor
Come
comes
on,
up.
I just want to do something awesome where I kamikaze dive off the ship and
Oh,
explode.
Darius, some sense into your brother. He's gone insane.
He just turns to Jarrus and goes, "Kinraker."
Don't sacrifice yourself.
You will no
Sure.
longer be Kinraker if you die and fall into the void.
I will
Well-
be the greatest Kinraker ever.
You'll be dead.
Well, the doctor comes up from below and looks at the thing following you, and it seems like you're matching your speed. It's not coming closer, and he tells you, the gas, I mean, that I put in the engine is gonna go for about 10 minutes. If that thing can't go faster, then I think we don't have to rush into jump off the ship or anything. We got 10 minutes to think of something.
Well,
Sure,
Fine, if you won't let me die in glorious combat, Jerry's help me. And he basically he has the rope for the canister. Says we're gonna swing it at it, and he's gonna light a torch, attach it to the barrel so that the barrel's slightly on fire, and then he's gonna try and, with Jarrus's help,
slightly on
Like,
fire. Wait,
you know,
wait.
you know, like a Molotov cocktail, just a big version of that.
You know, like a barrel of flammable gas. Yeah.
Yeah, barrel of
Slightly on barrel.
flammable gas, but like
Well,
with a bit of like a torch inside of it that isn't lit yet. We're gonna light it, and then when it burns down, it's gonna work.
takes an hour for a torch to burn down.
Can we? I would try to stop this action from happening. Like
Ah.
we've got some time. We're ahead now. Maybe we can just try to scare it off.
Jarius,
As the others are arguing about what they want to do, I'm going to use sleight of hand to just take out Zenue's research book to look at the picture that she drew.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, roll sleight of hand. I guess you could just ask for it. Well, you can roll perception.
Oh no,
Sen.
she's busy arguing with the
Yeah,
child.
I'm busy. My passive perception is like 13. And
Okay, then.
I'm not.
Yes, you managed to get the book out.
in the meantime, can I also do something?
Yes, well, I think you should just look at the book. You can tell me afterwards what you're doing.
I move to Jarius and I say, can you hand me over the spear for a moment?
Well, we'll deal with that. Did you want to look at the book?
I am furiously flicking through the pages of the book, trying to find the image she drew from the cave wall. I will
it will
inform
be
you when
the
I
last
find.
one.
So Jofa looks at the image that Zenue took from the wall, and he recognizes the shape on the back of the monster as that cave that we found the spear in, the narrowing contours. He thinks that the spear is the only thing that can stop the creature. But how can we get the spear back to its rightful place?
Okay. Do you? Well, while you're looking at that, Neastra, you were doing something.
Yes, I wanted to get the spear from Jarius, since Jarius was really busy with the powder keg or gas
Blowing
container.
us all up.
No, that's
Yeah.
Garion. That's Garion.
Jarius holds the spear, so you ask. Yeah, you're asking for the spear.
Yes.
What would you want to do with the spear? I like spears. Spear is
Yes.
mine.
I want to bind a rope to the backside and make it a harpoon.
Yes. I could throw the spear in.
Yes.
The one most...
As a harpoon, because if you miss. And I grab the rope that I have and I try to bind it towards the backside of the spear and make sure that it's really tight.
Yeah. Okay. While you're doing that, some time has passed, and you do notice that the creature is very, very slowly catching up, and it has come a little bit closer, and you start feeling pretty strange, like there is something big, like a giant thing, like it pushes on your head, in your head, and you feel like big presence of something just pushing down on you, like mentally, and your head starts hurting a bit. It doesn't feel very pleasant, and as it's very, very slowly comes closer, feels like it's getting worse. So, what do you want
I
to
would
do?
like...
Does the creature have a visible mouth?
You make perception check.
Can I ask the captain he can move the ship up?
Wait for the perception check. Let's see. Well, when you look at it, it's pretty far away. You don't see anything like that. Doesn't seem like it has a mouth. It seems like it's enclosed in its shiny black shell. You don't see any mouth. So, Nyastra, what were you doing? Leonard.
Can we move the ship up?
Yes, you can. You tell
Are you
the
thinking-
captain to do that.
Yes, because if
Are you
for
thinking
example,
up and over?
if we would be above it, or at least like this, the creature would follow us. He would be more something like this.
Okay, so
And that
you
means
are.
if you move the beast moves like this, then you could basically jump on the back of the creature.
You're telling the doctor to move above the creature now?
I don't. If this if we move up, creature would get more below us, so we could jump upon its back.
Yeah.
You notice as you do move up, the creature angles itself to follow you, still in the
that's
same
fine.
speed, and it
If
get a bit closer because it's at an angle.
Yeah, that's fine.
Is
So
it?
if the creature gets below us, we can hang from a rope and get besides it.
Yeah, so you slow down so that the creature is under you. Where would you like
Yes.
the ship to be? Just ping somewhere.
The
So-
ship then be like something here.
Yeah, so Doctor pulls on the brakes and you end up over here. And
And
when that
I go-
happens,
Yeah.
when that happens, something else happens. Well, the creature, it changes direction again, moves up to you, towards you, and it's getting really close. And as it does that, you feel this presence again in your head, and it's really painful now, being this close. And when that happens, everybody roll wisdom saving throw. Everyone. So, everybody except for Leonard take 1 point of psychic damage because it really hurts.
Zenue, can you do anything to alleviate this horrible pain?
Well, actually, as this happens, we should roll initiative too. And also, when you take this damage, then you feel this powerful presence. It forces yourself into your minds, and as this, it just shows you this vision of the world. You can see it from above, and it's Shar. It's the world, but it's not yet. It's not broken. It looks fine. And on its face, the face of Shar, there's many villages and peaceful towns, but there above them, that's where you are, or this vision of this creature. You see this black shadow, this creature, monstrous thing, and it's the same one that's chasing you. And you see this vision of it, and the sight just fills you with terrible dread. And this vision is really painful, and it hurts you, everyone except for Leonard, who resists the effects of it.
Sure, I don't think my healing can deal with eldritch visions from horrible creatures.
So this is trilobylith.
It could be.
Oh, because it's a trilobite.
Yeah.
So is everybody in the order? Yeah,
It's really good art, by the way, Laura.
Thank you. Jarius, you go first.
I would call.
Yeah, so you use second wind and that heals you some?
1d10 plus 1.
Yes.
7 health.
Amazing.
Yes. So you can add that. And that's a bonus action, so you can have an action too, and movement if you want.
I would like to chuck a javelin at its face.
Okay. Yes, make a perception check first.
Okay. Perception.
Yeah, you look down at its the top of its head because you're above it, and down there you see like there is a crack in its shell right on top of it. And thinking about it, you would think that if you were actually inside of this creature, then that was the entrance you went in through. Yes, can you see that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, you can roll your attack. Well, what are you aiming for?
I am aiming at here inside.
You're aiming at the hole. Okay. So roll an attack. 23. Yes, you do hit the hole. Javelin disappears inside. You don't see what it hits or anything. And want to do anything else?
No.
Okay. So next one is the creature, as I said. I'm gonna roll something here. Okay. So the creature, it's trying to, well, it's trying to keep up with you because you're still moving so fast, but it's also really close. So it kind of moves up, trying to get to you, and it uses just Jarius. You are Ascendus, yes, Jarius. Roll wisdom saving throw. Okay. Well, you feel this presence again pushing against you, really strong, but you stand there and you take it, and nothing happens to you. You're fine.
Yeah.
Okay. Next one is Leonard.
He's I look at Garion. He still has the rope attached to him, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And there's still rope around the barrel that's next to him.
Yeah. Do I have the spear with the rope that would have made a harpoon? Do I have that one in my hand, or does Jarius has that one?
What, you mean the crystal spear?
Yes.
I don't think he gave it to you, did he? Jairus, are you still
I
holding
didn't.
the spear?
Yeah. Okay.
I'm still holding it.
Okay.
All right. Then it's just a harpoon behind. Okay. Then I touch Garion on the shoulder. And I say to him, "You know what to do, right?" And I give him a lay on hands of 5 hit points, so he heals for 5. And I say to him, "Spear needs to be put in the back of the creature. Let's hope it freezes again." And that is my turn.
Okay. Leonardo, are you doing anything else?
Garion just nods to him.
Okay, then it's Senu.
All right. So seeing what Laird has done and seeing what Garion is planning to do, I cast guidance on Garion, and I say, "Well, go for it." I guess.
Yes.
Yes.
And the light will guide you.
Yes. The next one is Yorfer. If you don't do anything else. Senu?
No, I'll just stay here and watch this horrible creature.
Yes.
Approving of the crazy plan, Yorfa checks the knots on the rope.
Yes.
I'm so excited.
Also taking the time to extend it further.
Okay.
Telling Garion you'll need the extra give for when you're inside.
Okay. The next one is Garion.
Okay. So, what I would like to do is strap the barrel to my back, grab the
Okay.
spear off Jarius if he's happy to give it to me.
Is
Jarius?
Yes, I would give it to you.
Yes. And I would like to take a deep breath, go, and then sprint off the back of the boat, off the back of
Yes.
the share ship.
Make athletics or acrobatics, whatever you feel is best.
I want to do a sick flip.
What are you aiming for to land
Me,
on?
I'm aiming for the hole.
Okay.
I'm diving with the spear into its back, so that's like guiding me. But I've got the barrel on my back, and the barrel's got like a piece of cloth in like an exposed bit where you'd like pour it into the engine.
Yeah.
You
Okay.
could use your guidance.
Yes, I can.
You can choose to use it before or after the roll. So.
Okay.
So
Well,
11.
you didn't fall off the creature. So you jump down and you aim for the hole, but you don't quite hit the hole. You kind of almost slip off a bit, but you're standing on its back. Yes.
Okay. Can I move into the hole?
Well, you used some movement to run and jump. I guess let's say you have half movement left.
Okay. So 15.
Yes.
Okay. So I use 10 to get right up next to the hole. I
Yes.
unstrap the barrel, light a torch, and light the end of the barrel and chuck it in, and move 5 feet away from the hole.
Okay.
Javelin in spear in hand.
Are you sure this is a good idea?
No.
Okay.
Fucking no, but it could be incredible.
Okay.
What does Dr. Stampywoggle think?
Well, he kind of just watches this and shakes his head. But okay, so there's just a while later.
Is there going to be an explosion?
Yeah, you're
Because
standing there
there's
waiting
something
for
I
it.
want to say right before the explosion.
Yeah, what do you want to say?
I want to go, Kinraker! And then it just cut off.
Can't you
Okay,
say
so-
yippee-ki-yay, mover fucker?
Well, it explodes. Anyway, inside of the hole, there's a big plume of fire that the creature kind of gets pushed down, shaking, and roll dexterity saving throw.
Can I use guidance again?
No.
Okay.
And you slip a bit, and you're really close to falling off. You really have to keep on your next turn.
Can-
You really
can-
can't do anything except holding on.
Can we try pulling him up on the rope?
Oh yeah,
That
he's
he,
on a rope.
to get the rope,
Maybe we should draw a rope.
as in a tight leash. So if he drops off, then we pull him back up.
Can I do
Yes,
a
you
strength
could
roll?
do that on your turn.
Does the thing look phased by the fact it just had an explosion inside of its innards?
It does slow down a bit.
Does
But
it make
it
a
does-
noise?
It does keep going. It does not make a noise.
Maybe a psychic feeling, like we've been feeling before?
Because it slows down, your ship moves up a bit because it is slowing down. Is the rope still long enough?
You had 150 foot of rope.
I extended the rope before when I
Mhm.
checked the knots.
And- Yeah, and then you had it extended already. So
for
you have
seeing something like this.
then you have 150 feet now.
So the rope is fine, or is it being pulled by the ship? I guess not. Well, Garius, Garion.
Yep.
You're hanging on to the creature, and I guess it enters your mind, and you see this. You get this vision again, and you see this giant black creature descending upon a village on this unbroken face of Shar, and the villagers, they try to run away, but they can't run. It's just there. It follows them, and the creature, it forces its mind on them, and no matter where they try to hide, they just slowly deteriorate, and blood comes out of their ears, and then the creature just stays there and feeds on them until everybody's dead. Very slowly they wither away. And when you look at it, it's still going. It doesn't seem like it slowed down a bit, it shook from the explosion, but it doesn't seem like it's dead or anything. It's gonna keep flying.
Does it seem like it actually did damage that?
Well, it doesn't seem like it did.
It can do.
Yes, that's
Can
the
do.
end of the round. Just Stampy Woggle's got his turn. And he's just looking down at this and really concerned. Because you're holding the spear that he wants.
Yeah.
Not because of the monster or anything, just because of the spear.
And yeah, you do feel pretty nervous or scared because that explosion was really bad, but it didn't seem to do anything really. That hole was
Okay.
just there already, but it didn't break anything else.
The
So
visions are pretty worrying as well.
yes, so you wonder how to deal with this though. Yes, well, yes, that will end it. You
I
could
would
have
like to learn more about the snails.
Oh yeah, we've carried 2 of the stupid snails.
Yeah, the snails have just gone below deck. They are hiding. This seems terrible to them. I guess
Good job,
they
snails.
they did take. Actually, no, they didn't take any damage because they're so stupid.